From pretty much the present, this is your host, Adam Graham, welcoming you to a week of old-time radio detective podcast from 2013. Because these podcast episodes are quite old, offers and information contained in them are not valid unless they are reflected on our website at greatdetectives.net. Now enjoy a week of podcasts from our archives at the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio. Welcome to the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio from Boise, Idaho. This is your host, Adam Graham. If you have a comment, email it to me, box13 at greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives and become one of our friends on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Detectives. Before we get started, I want to remind you that if you're planning on doing any traveling, go to JohnnyDollarAir.com first. If you find the best deal there, and JohnnyDollarAir.com is Priceline, if you find the best deal there and opt to book, it actually does help to support the show. So when making your travel plans, go to JohnnyDollarAir.com. Well, now we begin the 5-part Yours Truly Johnny Dollar programs. And we're starting right at the beginning. The two episodes we're going to listen to today aired October the 3rd and October the 4th of 1955. So, after years of requesting, we're finally bringing it to you. Here is Bob Bailey and yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Bob Bailey as
Johnny Dollar.
Mr. Dollar, this is Father Taggart. I'm calling you from Ossining. I'm one of the chaplains here at Sing Sing.
Oh, yes, sir. What can I do for you, Father?
Well, nothing for me, Mr. Dollar, but possibly for someone else. Michael Cairn, one of our inmates, asked me to contact you.
Michael Cairn?
Mm-hmm. You remember him? He wasn't sure you would.
Old-time grifter and con man who got tied up with an insurance fraud a few years ago, blonde fella?
Yes. Well, Michael wants to see you, Mr. Dollar. Could you possibly find the time to come up here?
Oh, I don't know, Father. Is this something important?
It is to Michael.
Oh, well, look, I'll be in New York sometime next month. Maybe I'll get a chance to stop off.
Well, couldn't you possibly make it sooner?
What's the rush? He's going to be there quite a while, isn't he?
Not very long, I'm afraid. Michael is dying.
All right, Father, you can expect me.
Welcome to Johnny Dollar. Beginning tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Allied Casualty and Insurance Company Limited, Markham Building, Hartford, Connecticut. Attention, Ed Barth, Controller's Office. This is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the McCormack matter. Though you didn't authorize the investigation, Ed, I'm sure that once the facts are out, you will honor the following. Expense account, item 1, $7.95. Train fare and incidentals, Hartford to Ossining, New York. I was admitted inside the prison and greeted by Father Taggart. He's a tall, mild-looking man, a Jesuit, I believe. He had a pass all ready for me, and he led me straight to the prison infirmary.
Just in here. Michael will certainly appreciate your coming, Mr. Dollar.
I hope it satisfies whatever's on his mind. I can't imagine what it would be. You know it was my investigation and testimony that put him in here, Father.
He told me all about that, and I'm sure it has nothing to do with why he wants to see you. See, his lungs started to go about 2 years ago, and there's just been no way to arrest the condition.
Does he know how close he is?
Oh, he is. And he's not afraid to die. Here we are, Mr. Dollar.
Oh.
What?
Hardly the same man I remember, Father.
He's had it bad lately. Lost a great deal of weight.
Yeah. Asleep?
Yes. Michael. Michael,
Oh, hi, Father.
I brought someone to see you.
What'd he say?
Hiya, Mike.
Oh, thanks for coming. Thanks, Johnny.
Thank Father Taggart here.
He's an all right guy, Johnny. He's just like you. I always said you were the best insurance cop.
Here, what's all this?
I'm kicking out, Johnny. Didn't you tell him, Father?
He told me, Mike.
Guess I didn't live right.
I'll be back in a little while.
Thanks, Father.
You take it easy, Mike.
A lousy place to die, prison. But I ain't got my choice, thanks to you.
Well, it's just that you picked to do a couple of things that the law and some insurance companies didn't agree with, Mike.
I don't hold none of that against you. The guy does what he does. I don't know how to tell you this.
Maybe I better get the doctor. You shouldn't be talking so much.
No, wait. Johnny, look, you know I'm no crybaby. When the doctor gave me the news, I got to thinking. I ain't scared to blow out, you understand?
I know, Mike, I know.
It's just that I had a wife once, long time ago when I started out.
Oh?
Yeah, then I just kind of drifted out of her picture one day. Ain't got a cough drop, baby. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't cure what I got. Anyhow, I got to do something for her before I... Well, Johnny, I lay here and I get myself an idea.
Yeah, Mike?
Johnny, if there was some real easy money lying around, would you pick it up for me?
Depends on how clean it is, Mike, and where it's lying.
Sure. Well, it's clean, all right. You can find that out for yourself.
All right.
Now listen. Till they moved me down here in the infirmary, I roomed upstairs with Jojo Penny. You know him?
No, don't believe I do.
A car thief from the Hay States. He got his sabbatical 3 weeks ago. Paroled.
Uh-huh.
Well, I've been in the camp with a lot of guys, but Jojo Penny takes the cake. He's got a little old 5-year trick to put in. This Jojo, he does it like a vacation. You know, a real picnic. Every time he gets a chance out in the yard, he's taking sun. So he don't get the color, see?
Yeah.
When they push him in with me, I notice this. And I get to going over it in my head. Yeah. Why does a guy whistle in a cell block, Johnny? Why is he treating it like a rest home?
Short term. He's got something outside waiting.
That's it, baby. He's got something waiting for him outside. Something that he knows will keep safe. Money.
Thought you said this was legitimate, Mike.
It is. Now, wait. I didn't ask Jojo anything about this. No, I figured it out myself. Then a couple of times I hear him yelling in his sleep. McCormack, he yells. McCormack. Huh? Makes sense now, Johnny?
Not yet.
The big heist, Johnny, the big heist. A few years ago, a rich guy named McCormack out on Long Island or someplace like that gets turned over for $100,000 worth of jewelry. You remember?
Vaguely.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking that Jojo Penny was in on it somewhere. Else why would he be singing and whistling and chilling himself around this flytrap for 5 years? Else why would he be talking about that when he's sleeping? McCormack.
Yeah. Maybe you've got something, Mike.
I know I got something, Johnny. And you got something, too.
Oh, now, Mike, take it easy.
Oh, I'm all right. Don't you see? The insurance company must have a reward out. They always do. A reward.
Yeah, but Mike, look.
I tell you, Jojo is the Ginzo that done the job. Or he knows who did it. So, you look into it. Work on it. Maybe turn up the stuff and get the reward. Good clean coin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Send half of it to my old lady, will you? You keep the rest yourself. What'd you say? Huh? Will you?
Ego facultati mihi ad apostolia, sedi tributa indulgentiam plenariam...
Mike Kern died 3 hours later.
Et Filii...
The last living thing he did was wink at me.
Amen.
Expense account, item 2, $14.20. Train fare and incidentals, Ossining to New York. I arrived at 2:15, dropped my bag off at the New Weston, and went over to the Metropolitan Police Station to find out what I could about the McCormack matter. It was all pretty much as old Mike had told me. A Julian McCormack living on Long Island had suffered a $100,000 jewelry burglary in 1951. 12 suspects had been arrested and released. The case was marked open and unsolved. Allied Casualty had been the insurance company involved.
This is the adjustment office. Frank Porter speaking.
My name's Johnny Dollar, Mr. Porter. I'm an investigator.
Oh, I think I've heard of you, Mr. Dollar. Yeah?
Wonder if you could give me a little information about a claim your company handled in 1951. A man named Julian McCormack out on Long Island.
Gee whiz, long time ago. What about the McCormack claim?
I might have some information on it. I don't know yet. It's a long chance. I'm at police headquarters, and I notice you investigated for the insurance company. I'd like to talk to you.
Yeah, sure, but it's kind of late today. Tomorrow, okay?
Well, you can tell me this right now. Is there any reward being offered?
Gee whiz, kind of folds my sails.
How's that?
Well, asking about a reward. You sound like you can make full recovery and want to make sure that you'll be paid for it.
Well, I said it was just a long shot. How about the reward?
Well, that's pretty standard with us on cases like this. Yeah, I think it's $7,500, something like that. I'm not sure. Where are you staying?
New Weston.
Well, I'll look it up, get the exact figure, and call you there. How'll that be?
Fine, thanks. That'll be fine. Before I left the police station, I turned out a mug on Jojo Panny. He was a big, broad-shouldered lad with plenty of beef, and a list of petty convictions, 4 of them in New York State. The last one was for carrying concealed weapons. His parole status was good, though, and the parole officer furnished me with his home address. The Allen Hotel, rates day, week, or month, 115th Street.
It's open. Come on in. Hiya.
Looking for Joe Penn.
Yes, sir. That's me.
My name's Johnny Dollar.
Yeah?
I just came down from Ossining. I saw a friend of yours up there, Joe.
Who was that?
Mike Cairn.
How's Mike?
Not so good. He died today.
It's too bad. He was a nice old coot. Kind of liked him.
Said if I ever saw you to say hello.
Uh-huh. He didn't give you my address.
No, I got it from the parole office.
You some kind of cop?
No, I work for an insurance company.
Oh.
Buy you a drink?
Sure. Why not?
Expense account, item 3, $4 even for drinks. I wanted to look at Jojo Panny and talk to him, and figure out how I was going to go about getting information from him. And the more I saw and the more he talked, the more I wondered if whatever he might have said about the McCormack case in his sleep happened to some other McCormack. After all, a man with a long list of petty thieveries is hardly ever involved in a slick, big-time safe-cracking job. That takes another kind of talent, and one I was sure that Jojo didn't have.
So I just been taking it easy and looking around. I figure I can get a job pushing a truck or maybe a cab if I'm lucky. Got to get something to do. Parole officers kind of hard-nosed about things like that.
Yeah. Drink up. Want one more?
Oh, no thanks. 3's my limit. Like to keep in shape.
Sure. Say, you got anything to do?
Nothing special. Why?
Thought I might go out to Long Island later on tonight to say hello to an old friend of mine. If you haven't got anything to do, come on along.
You're okay, bub. Sure, why not? This friend of yours, he's an ex-con, too?
No, he never did any time. Just a friend. Want to say hello is all.
Oh.
Rich fella. His name's Julian McCormack.
You're, very big with the hellos around here today, aren't you?
Anything wrong, Joe?
You probably are.
Why do you say that?
Nothing.
Ever know anyone named McCormack?
I knew a guy named Arnie McCormack once back in Salt Lake City. We were pals for a while.
Oh.
Yeah. Arnie was killed in the war. He'd got himself drafted in the infantry.
Maybe he's related to my friend Julian McCormack out on Long Island.
He wasn't related to anybody, not that bird. I'm leaving. I want to get up early tomorrow.
Why not come with me?
Huh. Thanks for the drinks.
He drifted off down the street and left me standing there. And one thing I was sure of, he had the name McCormack on his mind. Whether it was the right McCormack or the right case, I didn't know. Anyhow, he was my one big lead. So I was back at his hotel early the next morning and talking to the desk clerk.
Penny, did you say room 210?
Yeah, that's right.
Vamoose.
What?
He left bag and baggage last night.
Well, where did he go? What's his forwarding address?
He didn't say. Just left.
Johnny Dollar.
This is Frank Porter, Allied Casualty.
Yes, Mr. Porter.
Oh, call me Frank, Johnny. You phoned yesterday about the McCormack matter. I got all the stuff about the case on my desk here. We're still offering $7,500 reward.
Thanks for confirming it, Frank.
Sure. You got a tip or something?
An old con named Mike Cairn gave me a tip about a guy named Jojo Panny. I'm working on it.
Need any help?
No, not yet. I might. Jojo pulled out of his hotel last night, bag and baggage.
Oh, what are you going to do?
I'm on my way to Long Island.
Huh?
I want to talk to McCormack himself.
Oh. Johnny.
Yeah?
Let me give you a tip for your own good. Don't bother Julian McCormack unless you've really got something. Could be dangerous.
I think I've got something. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Allied Casualty and Insurance Company Limited, Markham Building, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the McCormack matter. Item 4, $10 deposit on the car I rented to drive out to Julian McCormack's home on Long Island. And judging by the looks of the place, a safe full of $100,000 worth of jewelry would feel right at home. It was a mansion, and the rugs on the floor were an inch thick.
I'm sorry I've kept you waiting. Mrs. McCormack and I were packing for a little trip to Europe. Sit down, please.
Thanks. Going to be gone long?
Oh, we usually spend several months a year over there. We're a bit late this year. Our reservations are for next week.
I envy you, Mr. McCormack.
Dollar, the name?
That's right.
Forgive me, but I don't seem to recall having heard of you before.
Oh, that's okay. We never met. I'm an insurance investigator.
Oh, really? Am I being investigated or something?
No, nothing like that. It's just that I might have a lead on that jewelry that was taken from your home a few years ago.
Well, that's wonderful. You must tell me about it. Can I make you a drink?
No, thanks.
You're from the insurance company, Allied Casualty?
No, I'm not. I'm an independent investigator.
Well, why should anyone feel it necessary to call in a... Oh, I see. There's a reward, of course.
That's right.
Yes, of course. But now, tell me, how can I help you?
Well, I'm just checking a few things, Mr. McCormack. I haven't even gone over it with the man who handled the case for Allied. Possibly I have run into something that'll help. I don't know. I'd like you to tell me what happened.
My safe was opened and my jewelry taken.
I mean, how it happened.
Well, it was right in this very room. That's the wall safe there.
Uh-huh.
Mrs. McCormack and I had just returned from our honeymoon. 5 years ago it was.
Yeah?
All I know is that when I stepped into the library here that morning, the safe was open and everything was gone. Whoever did it was extremely clever and quiet, I must say.
Was the safe cracked?
No. It was just opened. Someone figured the combination or something like that.
Well, who knew the combination at the time?
Only myself, Mr. Dollar.
You're sure of that?
Why, of course.
I see.
I reported it to the police right away here on Long Island. Then some men from New York City were here, too.
And your insurance company?
I reported it to my insurance company immediately. They had a man on the scene as soon as the police. A Mr. Porter.
Frank Porter?
Yes. Do you know him?
I've talked to him on the phone. I haven't met him.
A very nice chap. He worked very hard trying to recover it.
I'm sure he did. Did they have an adjuster?
Yes.
How much did you collect, if you don't mind?
Not much.
What do you mean?
Well, it was unfortunate. By keeping that much jewelry in a small house safe, it seems I violated a clause in the contract. It should have been kept in a safety deposit box or some such. Consequently, the matter went into litigation. I'm afraid the court found me at fault. I collected only a part of the insured value, $20,000. So, you can see I'd certainly welcome a recovery.
Sure.
The jewelry was in the family a good many years. I had given it to my wife, and a man hates to lose things he loves.
Yes, I understand. Was Mrs. McCormack here the morning it happened?
Oh, yeah?
I'd like to talk to her.
She's terribly busy, but if you think it's sufficiently important, I'll call her.
No, never mind.
I'm curious, Mr. Dollar. This case has been closed a long time. At least, no one's contacted me or asked me for any information about it for at least 4 years. What opened it?
A man named Mike Cairn.
Huh? Who's he?
An old convict up at Ossining who shared a cell for a while with a man named Joe Panny.
Uh-huh.
Cairn died yesterday, but before he died, he told me he thought Panny had something to do with it. He'd heard him mention your name.
Well, it seems to me you should talk with this Joe Panny.
I did, and I will some more, as soon as I locate him again. Right now, he's missing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, thanks for the time, Mr. McCormack.
You let me know if you learn anything?
Sure.
Do you honestly think you can recover that jewelry?
With any luck at all.
That would be wonderful, wonderful.
You think so?
Why, yes, of course.
Mrs. McCormack might be glad to know about it, too.
What?
You said it was her jewelry. I don't know why I said that to him, just a sudden impulse. But he wasn't smiling when he walked me to the door, shook my hand, and patted me on the shoulder. I had a funny feeling that Mr. Julian McCormack was scared like a rabbit of me. I drove back to the city, had lunch at Walgreens, and dropped into Allied Casualty's New York office to pick up the folder on reward information. I met Frank Porter and liked him right away, a big red-headed man in a tweed suit.
Well, gee whiz, Johnny, it makes me feel older than ever doing this.
How come?
Well, I weighed 15 pounds less when this case started, June 1951. Here we are. These are pictures of the stuff.
Uh-huh.
Now, that one they call Tierra del Fuego. Huh? Some necklace,
I can see why.
Yeah, and this one was called Imperial, in the royal family of Russia at one time. And this is the other one, Placid.
Beautiful stuff.
Oh, you can say that again.
That all of it?
Well, that's about the size of it, Johnny. $100,000 gone.
Yeah.
Help any?
Sure. It's nice to know what I'm trying to find.
Well, I hope you have better luck than I did.
Yeah. Say, who was the police officer on the case?
Martin. Dools Martin.
Out of Central?
Yeah. We ran down every lead we could find, big and small.
The file said you made 12 arrests.
Yeah, something like that, but not one of them panned out. Had to let them all go. Martin requested pickups on every big-time jewelry man in the country. Now, I don't think one of them was overlooked.
Well...
No, Johnny, somebody just simply walked in that house, opened the safe as neat as you please, and walked right out with all of this. Very slick job. Had to be an experienced man.
Well, it might have been a first job for someone just starting in. He got lucky.
Yeah, we thought of that, and we didn't think much of it after a while.
Frank,
Gee whiz, Johnny, you know, nobody could be that lucky. Case the house, know exactly where the safe was, know what was in it, get in, open it up, and get out without anybody, servants, the McCormacks, or any of their friends even seeing it.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Well, that wasn't even the hardest part, you see. Not one scrap of this stuff has ever turned up anywhere.
Yeah, well...
Anywhere. Now, what did whoever took it do with it? Did he break it down, sell it overseas? What? Not a trace of it. Imagine that.
Imagine.
You know what I think? I think the guy who swiped all this stuff still has it. I think he's sitting around waiting for it to cool off.
Could be.
But it's never going to cool off, Johnny. There isn't a city in this country or across the ocean that isn't on the lookout for these pieces.
I suppose...
Now, sooner or later, Hot Boy or Lucky Boy, well, whoever he is, will make a move. Meantime, we just wait. Unless, of course, you've got something for us to look into.
Not yet, Frank.
Yeah, well, when you have, we'll be right with you all the way.
Good, good.
How about a drink?
Take a rain check.
Okay. But remember, we got a whole floor full of lawyers upstairs. They can get up warrants, writs, seizure orders, anything you might want.
Yeah.
You just let me know when you get somewhere, and we'll go to work.
I'll do that, Frank. I left Frank Porter and went back over to the parole office to see what had developed with Joe Panny. After all, if he didn't report in, he'd be in violation of his parole, be in real trouble. But nothing had developed. He hadn't put in a change of address, nothing. So I went back to my hotel and had some dinner. Then I shaved, changed my clothes. Expense account, item 5, $1.50 cab fare. I garaged my rented car, went back to Central Police Station, and pulled out the mug on Joe Panny once more, hoping to get a line on some friends or relatives of his where he might be staying. Up till then, things had been going pretty routine. Then a clerk from the parole offices stepped across the hall.
Hi, Mr. Dollar.
Hi.
Thought it was you I saw in here. I wasn't sure. How's it going?
Fine, fine.
Talk to your friend Jojo Panny yet?
Not today. Why?
Well, you seemed awful anxious to talk to him, is all.
I am.
Why don't you go see him?
You playing games? I've been trying to find out where he is all day.
And I already told you.
You what?
Sure, I gave it to you half an hour ago when you phoned.
When who phoned?
Sure, about half an hour ago. Look, Joe Penny called in and told me his address.
Yeah?
I no sooner set down the phone and you call in and said, "This is Johnny Dollar. Have you heard from Joe Penny?"
What?
I said, "Yeah," and I told you his address, that's all.
What address did you say?
The Allen Hotel on 115th Street, same place he was before. What's the matter, you forget?
It took me 10 minutes to get from the police station over to the Allen Hotel. 10 minutes of wondering who'd put in that call and used my name. I went up the stairs, 2 at a time, up to the second floor. And right at the top of the landing, I bumped into a dark-haired woman wearing a silver fur piece.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you.
It's all right. You hurt?
No, not at all. Please, let me go past. I'm in a hurry.
Yeah, I'd be in a hurry, too.
What do you mean?
The gun.
What?
You should carry it on the inside of your purse.
Oh, I didn't...
Suppose I take it.
No, let go of me.
Fingernails, son. Give it to me.
All right, take it.
She'd given it to me, all right on the side of the head. It didn't knock me out, but it did knock me off balance, so I tangled up with a hall table. And that gave her plenty of time to scurry down the stairs while I got out of the furniture and back on my feet. By the time I got down the stairs and out on the street, she was nowhere in sight. No one yelled, "I'm shot." No one did anything but what they were already doing.
Hi.
Where were you just now? You weren't here at the front desk?
I was out back eating my dinner. Why?
Oh, nothing. You happen to see that woman who just ran through here?
No.
Tall, dark-haired woman, about 30, wore a mink stole?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding in this joint.
Oh, brother.
You still looking for Joe Penny?
He lives here again, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Have you seen him? Where is he?
Out.
I sat down with myself and waited. A half an hour later, when the clerk went back to finish his dinner, I stepped over to the desk and borrowed his pass key and went back up the stairs to room 210. I didn't need the pass key, and I didn't need to doubt the clerk. Joe Penny wasn't there. But all of his things were. The curtains were drawn and the windows closed. Every drawer had been pulled out of every dresser. The mattress on the bed was slit from top to bottom, and the rug had been ripped and turned over. Expense account, item 6, $1, 1 drink. For me. I left Jojo's room, went to the nearest bar, sat down, and had a drink. A scared victim, a missing con, a dark-haired woman wearing a mink and a gun, and other things. Right then and there, I decided that Mike Cairns' tip had been pretty good at that.
Now, here's our star, Bob Bailey, to tell you about tomorrow's episode.
Thanks. Tomorrow, a slight case of mayhem. When the right guy turns up in the wrong place. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is transcribed in Hollywood. Written by John Dawson, the entire production is under the direction of Jack Johnstone. Be sure to join us tomorrow night, same time and station, for the next exciting episode of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking.
Well, we will see and follow up on the missing convict on Wednesday. So join us for the third part of that one. Definitely off to a really strong start. Well, we now do turn to listener comments and feedback. And we start off with Bill, who says, Johnny Dollar is my favorite. Patrick commented, and with agreement from Bobby as well, John Lund grew on me. He was a very good Johnny Dollar. Why did he leave the show at that time? What happened to his career after the show ended? Thanks, Adam. Well, thanks, Patrick. And this is probably something I should have addressed a couple Fridays ago, but better late than never. What happened to him after yours truly, Johnny Dollar? Or I guess we'll start with, why did he leave? With most of these radio programs, it's usually not the actor's decision. In this case, CBS at this point was kind of pulling back from its a lot of its crime drama programs. And the shows it had running in the 1954 season that it was looking at were things like Mr. Keen Tracer of Lost Persons and Mr. and Mrs. North, with a strong appeal to a female audience. So it was more of that. In terms of John Lund's career, he continued to act for several years. He didn't, for whatever reason, he never got into television acting, but he did continue to appear in movies. Last one being in 1962, and then he officially retired in 1963 to focus on running his local businesses. Before he retired, he did a lot of radio as well. And for those of you who have the premium site, we've played some episodes of Suspense. He did up into the late 1950s. But, overall, he actually, even though his performance career was somewhat cut short, he basically retired at the age of 52. He had a pretty good life. Married to the same woman for nearly 50 years. He lived to the ripe old age of 81, and apparently enjoyed success after Hollywood. So a pretty good outcome, particularly with the challenges of Hollywood in the era, and even just the amount of smoking. He did very well to live that long, and actually was the last yours truly, Johnny Dollar star to pass away nearly 30 years after the show went off the air. All right, well, that will do it for today. Join us tomorrow for the adventures of Frank Race, and then be sure and listen to yours truly, Johnny Dollar, on Wednesday as the McCormack matter continues. Today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. Thank you so much for all your support. Today's episode is The Adventure of the Count Trafanno's Chest.
The Adventures of Frank Race, starring Paul Dubov, with Tony Barrett as Mark Donovan. The war changed many things, the face of the earth and the people on it. Before the war, Frank Race worked as an attorney, but he traded his law books for the cloak and dagger of the OSS. And when it was over, his former life was over, too. Adventure had become his business. The Adventures of Frank Race. Now we join Frank Race for the adventure of the Count Trafanno crest.
Los Angeles after sundown. A sleepy city, like a giant cat, warm and content, denying its spectacular reputation. Mark was out on the town, and I was sitting in our hotel room reading a newspaper account of a case we had just cleaned up. As my eyes came to the bottom of the column, I glanced down at the floor and suddenly noticed that I either had 4 feet or company. Since the other pair of shoes on the floor were several sizes smaller than my modest 10s, I dropped the paper and looked up. about 5 feet up. He was dressed in a color scheme that might have come from a painting by Cézanne, and had I been a drinking man, I might have taken the pledge.
Is Detective Reyes?
Well, the name is Reyes, but I'm not a detective. What can I do for you?
My boss is disappeared. I am chauffeur.
You mean he left town without paying you?
No. Just disappeared. You'll find.
Why come to me? This is a case for the police.
No police. Viventi said no police.
Who is Viventi?
It's me.
Oh, well, that explains everything, except why no police.
Viventi is on parole from prison. 1 more month.
Oh, I see. Which means that you'd be yanked as a parole violator if the police thought you were hooked up with a disappearance.
You find the boss. I pay.
I don't want your money. What kind of a rap were you jailed on? The one you've been paroled for?
Oh, fight. In crap game.
With a fellow who thought you threw too many sevens?
Oh, no. Was Revens that night. But was his own dice.
Uh-huh. Ever have any trouble with your boss?
Yes. Viventi want to go home. Back to islands. To Luzon when parole is over. Is why Mr. Templeton is mad. When I tell him it's soon goodbye, he
blew his top.
Oh, you said it. Mr. Templeton say he call police and tell him I squeeze oil and gasoline bills to steal money.
Uh-huh. Huh? When did you see Templeton last?
2 nights ago. I drive him home and put car away. I go to apartment yesterday is no answer. No. I call on telephone today is no answer. I go to apartment again tonight is no answer. He's disappeared.
He's maybe dead. We better get into that apartment and have a look.
You see, Detective Reyes, he's gone.
We might get a line on where he's gone, though. You're familiar with his dress. Check the bedroom closets and see if he took any clothing with him. I'll look through this desk.
Oh, he's good. I don't.
The contents of Templeton's desk gave no clue to his whereabouts, but the search wasn't boring. There were a dozen bank books held together by a rubber band, all showing sizable balances. In another drawer, also bound by a rubber band, was a stack of pawn tickets, again for sizable sums. In the same drawer was a ledger and a list of money transactions with pawn shops in major cities all over the country. But it was in a little metal filing box that I hit the jackpot. A batch of precious stones in various settings. They looked like the Bavarian crown jewels. I spilled them out on the desk as Viventi came back into the room.
It's changed mind, Detective Reyes.
Yeah, what about?
You forget case. Mr. Templeton just go away. Vacation.
You got the jitters, Viventi. What did you find in there?
Oh, nothing.
I think I'll take a look.
No, you go
Step
away.
aside.
No.
The bedroom was just as it had been at first glance, a portrait of Jonathan Templeton on the wall dominating the room. But now the closets were open. Staring at me from one of them, but not seeing me, was the face that had posed for the portrait. Jonathan Templeton had been strangled by a brightly colored necktie. I turned back to Viventi just in time to see an iron paperweight do things to my conscious mind. When I came to, dawn like my head was breaking. I made an anonymous call to the police, tipping them off about the body, and then I stuffed the jewelry and the pawn tickets into my pocket for future reference. I was about to leave the apartment when the phone rang. I answered it. Hello?
This is Lombard. Get that ring back here and get it back fast unless you want trouble.
Which ring, and where shall I bring it?
Don't stall. You know which. Who is this?
A friend. Just a friend. Who is it? Hello? Hello? A man named Lombard, and he wanted a ring. It was something to remember. I stepped to the door out into the hall just in time to bump into a female who might have stepped out of a drawing by Varga. Oh, excuse me. I didn't see you.
It's all right. I'm not hurt. I was coming in to see you.
So I noticed, with a skeleton key in your hand.
You give me a little choice. I must have that ring. You promised. I paid you all I can.
How do I know the ring is yours?
Why do you torture me? You know the crest. It belongs to Count Trafanno. I must have the ring when he returns. I must.
Lombard wants the ring, too. What am I bid?
This is my final bid.
A .22 pistol and monogrammed. What will they think of next?
I warn you.
I've got bad news for you, Ducky. I'm not Jonathan Templeton.
Then where is he?
Well, that depends on the kind of life he lived, because he's dead. And those sirens mean the police are coming to find out why. I'm getting lost and humbly suggest you do the same.
Well, the wandering boy comes home, and where have you been?
Out.
Out, he says. I've been looking for you all night. You was a guy which was going to bed early, and now you tell me you went off and had a ball all by
Marcus,
yourself.
when I said out, I meant out cold. Somebody caressed me with a paperweight. Although I can't understand why he ran off and left these behind.
Oh, power rocks. Hey, look, you didn't go off your trolley and knock over a jewelry store now, did you?
No. But somewhere in this stuff is the clue to a man's murder. Come on.
That's good. Come on, where?
Down to the police robbery detail to check on these things. They're probably stolen. We can locate the owners through insurance pictures and circulars. The police check turned out to be a blind alley. Not one of the pieces showed up on the list of missing jewelry. I took out a batch of pawn tickets I'd lifted from Templeton's desk. Mark and I made the rounds of the 3 gold ball establishments. The answers were all the same. In each case, a man answering Templeton's description had pawned a valuable piece of jewelry. The handwriting on the pledges matched, too. But he used a different name each time. We continued our march down Spring Street.
Here's another pawn shop. Miller's. What did he drop in here?
That's funny.
What?
There aren't any tickets for Miller's. Yet he hasn't missed any of the other shops on Spring Street up to this point. And there are tickets for places further up the street.
So?
So I've got a hunch. Give me your wristwatch, Mark.
My wrist? What for?
I'm going to pawn it. I left my watch back at the hotel.
Well, how convenient for you,
Come on, Marcus, give.
All right, here.
I'll put it on and go in there. Here, you take the tickets and check the rest of the pawn shops. I'll meet you back at the hotel.
Yeah, everything happens to me.
See you later.
Well, what can I do for you?
I'd like to get $10 on this wristwatch. I'll take it off. Here.
Nice watch. But it's not yours.
What did you do, take in a crystal ball on a pledge?
No, you had it fastened through the second hole in the watch band, but there are signs of wear in the band near the fourth hole. The person who wears this watch has a smaller wrist.
Maybe we ought to trade places.
In this business, one must be an observer of human beings and a student of human nature.
In your studies of human nature, have you ever come across a specimen named Jonathan Templeton?
Yes, I know Jonathan Templeton. By other names, he plagues many pawnbrokers.
Plagues them? How?
By borrowing large sums of money on worthless collateral.
Well, maybe I have some samples of his merchandise. Take a look at these.
Where'd you get them?
That's not important. Are they worth anything? Well?
No. Settings are gold and platinum, but the stones, they are mostly white zircons. The zircon is only a semi-precious stone.
Well, how about this ring? The royal crest of the Trafanno family with the large diamond.
Also a zircon, worth perhaps $100. Many pawnbrokers might give $1,000 on it.
Are you kidding?
No, they are only businessmen, not jewelers. Most of them are not students of real values. Only one who knows jewelry well can tell a flawless white zircon from a diamond.
The ring would certainly fool me.
But that's why it could also fool a pawnbroker. And if the pledge is not redeemed...
The pawnbroker is stuck with it when it's appraised for sale.
That's right. The more ethical pawnbrokers take their loss and try to be more careful. But there are others who try to get even by passing the collateral off on another broker.
And that's where a man like Templeton gets into the act. The broker who gets stuck hires him to stick some other broker.
Yes, for a very large commission.
Did Templeton ever work for you? He's never passed anything here according to the tickets.
I know fine things. He could not fool me.
Well, can you think of any broker in town he might have worked for?
Perhaps there are others for whom you have no tickets, like Charles Lombard.
Lombard? A pawnbroker named Lombard?
On South Hill Street.
Can I help you? Are you Lombard?
Yes.
I'm a private investigator. I'm trying to locate some merchandise stolen from a client of mine about a year ago.
I don't take in stolen stuff.
I didn't say you did. I just want to look through your back files. Something wrong?
Your voice.
I've heard it before. I was on a radio quiz program a few days ago.
Yeah, maybe that's it. What do you want to see?
Your files from 7 or 8 months ago.
Unclaimed stuff is sold if it isn't redeemed in 6 months.
I know.
I guess it's all right. The files are in the cage here. I'll show you.
If the crest ring had come from Lombard's and had been passed to Templeton, I wanted to know who had dropped it off originally and why Lombard wanted it back. I rifled through the file, and there it was. It had been pledged by a woman, Maria Neiman, and her initials matched the MN monogram on the .22 that had been jabbed in my ribs outside of Templeton's apartment. I prepped a few questions to shoot at Lombard, but just then another man came in.
Listen, Lombard, Templeton's dead.
Take it easy, Kraft.
Oh. Any news?
I knew something was wrong. Called again about the ring. I thought you'd be there by then.
Maria went up herself. It was too late.
Did you get a chance to look around?
No. Somebody was coming out of the apartment.
Must have been the same man who answered the phone when I called.
Yeah, she said he was big, about 6 feet. He was wearing a blue suit.
I was hidden from him by the grill of the cage, but he started to describe me like a police bulletin. It was time to let the sun set on the little island of precious pawn trinkets. I came out of the cage and headed for the door fast. So long and thanks.
Find what you wanted.
Hey! He's the guy. Grab him!
I managed to dump Lombard and a man named Kraft made the door. But as I stepped into the street, the face of Maria Neiman stared into mine from a car parked at the curb. Then all of a sudden she had 3 eyes, and one of them was the muzzle of that .22. I yelled, "Stop thief," and started after a man who was running for a trolley. It served its purpose. A crowd fell in behind me, blocking her aim, and I beat the man I was chasing to the trolley by a good 5 yards.
We'll return to the adventures of Frank Race in just about 1 minute. And now, back to the adventures of Frank Race.
It was one of those rough days. Getting hit on the head and shot at had turned the case of Jonathan Templeton from a matter of idle curiosity to a matter of personal interest. I wanted to have another little chat with Vivente, who had left me speechless in his boss's apartment. So, at 10 o'clock that night, I sashayed into the Rendezvous Ballroom, a dime-a-dance joint where many of Vivente's compatriots spend their evenings and their money worshiping the biggest blonde Amazon since the gold rush. The orchestra was in a break, and only the pianist was left, beating out a dreamy improvisation. I spotted my quarry in a dim corner of the hall near a fire escape. Friend Vivente was cradled in the arms of one of said Amazons who was gently rocking his dreamboat.
Hello, honey. Want to dance or talk? Or...
No thanks, on all counts.
A big shot.
Hello, Vivente. Come on, Junior, show your face.
No, please, you go away. Not Vivente, no.
Beat it, Bob. Don't bother my customers.
Here's a fistful of tickets, baby. Your partner and I want to sit this one out on the fire escape.
Well, thanks.
No. How you find Vivente, huh?
It's a gift. Come on, Romeo. Out on the balcony. Know anything about a pawnbroker named Lombard on Farrell Street, Vivente?
He sometimes go there to pick up little packages for Mr. Templeton.
Ever hear Templeton mention a man named Trafanno?
No.
How about a man named Kraft?
He's come to see Mr. Templeton sometimes. I drive him in car once with his girl, name of Maria. I read them out on corner near Lombard pawn shop.
When was that? About 7 or 8 months ago?
Oh, yeah. It was spring. He's good?
Maybe. It helps. Now, look, Vivente, you better call your parole officer and turn yourself in until I clear this up.
Oh, no. With man dead is bad. Find who killed Templeton. Goodbye, please.
His box-toe shoe caught me in the shin, and I jackknifed while he went down the ladder into the street. Try following a man down a ladder when you have only one working leg. If you can do it, you're a cinch to make the fire department. I tried to figure my next move, and it was hours before a germ of intelligence bored its way into my brain. I was trying to do the chasing when I had possession of the ring. I went back to my hotel, turned on all the lights, and waited for them to come to me. I didn't wait long. Come in.
Mr. Race.
Don't reach for the artillery in your purse, Maria. I happen to have a gun this time myself.
Oh,
When I shot at you, I didn't know that you were a private investigator.
No, you thought I was a clay pigeon.
I can't help what you think. I will pay you well if you will return the ring you have, the one with the Trafanno crest.
How much?
Well, I have $500.
It isn't worth any more than $100.
I know. I don't care about the actual value. I must have the ring by tomorrow morning.
What's so important about it?
The Count may be here tomorrow. We're to be married. Give me that ring. Give it to me.
She came at me with her nails flying, and I grabbed her. Then she tried to give it that 22 again. I don't like to argue with ladies when they're armed to the teeth, so I put her to sleep, by. Just as Mark came into the room.
Well, what? I will be a horse's neck. Brother, that caveman stuff went out with high-button shoes. Race, you cannot go around slugging dames
If
and
you would be more observant, Mark, you'd note that the lady is toting a gun. Gold-plated, it's true, but deadly.
That thing could almost make dying a pleasure. Gimmick.
Give her some water, then show her out. I'm going to call on another lady.
But it's almost 3 a.m.
Just about the time this particular lady will be having her nightcap in the small private room of Chico's nightclub out on the Strip.
Who is the bird?
Her name is Sissy Waterfield. She writes the Best Society column in Los Angeles. I've got to find out a few things about a man named Count Trafanno. Sissy Waterfield wasn't hard to find at Chico's. There was the usual crowd of males surrounding her. I took a seat at the corner table and waited until she saw me. She pushed her way through the team and came over, the beauty of her blending with the soft beat of the piano.
Hello, Grace.
Why, the pout, honey.
I read in the papers you were in town, but you didn't call me.
Papers also told where I was staying. You didn't call me.
I thought of it.
Good girl.
But you're a difficult man sometimes. I learned that on my last trip to New York.
You were getting serious, Sissy. It didn't become you. Not with that playgirl facade.
I thought you were going to leave, Sissy.
Oh, Jerry, darling, I've just found an old friend. Why don't you run along?
How will you get home?
Race will take me. Won't you, Race?
Well, yes.
Call me tomorrow, Jerry.
Good night.
Oh, he didn't like that.
I'm a beast. I wouldn't have done it for anyone but you.
You know, I believe you, don't you? I need some help, Sissy.
Anything you want. Just ask.
What do you know about Count Trafanno?
I wrote a column about him just a couple of weeks ago. He's a dear. A scoundrel, but charming. We were engaged once.
Well, I didn't know that.
Didn't last long. He went back to Europe a year ago. Some sort of court trial. His family estates had been seized just before the war, and the poor darling was broke.
A year ago? But you said you did a column on him just recently.
I did. His case was dragged through the courts and was just settled. He got his estate back, a castle on the Riviera, the works. So he's coming back to America. He said some ridiculous thing in an interview over there. Something about coming back to the woman he loves.
Know who the woman is?
With him, it's hard to tell. The competition was heavy. That help you?
Yes, plenty.
Good. Because I don't want to talk anymore. Take me home, darling.
I took Sissy home. I helped her wind the cat and put the clock out. We made some confetti in case we should ever go to the Mardi Gras. Then I kissed her goodbye and headed for downtown Los Angeles. I got there just in time to see Lombard open his pawn shop for the day. I waited in the street for a minute or two, then I followed him. You! Don't go for that gun, Lombard! I managed to get one of his arms up behind his back, pinned him to the mat, and sat on him.
Let me out.
After we've had a little chat.
I'm warning you, I'll call the police.
You're in no position to call anybody, legally or physically. Now, what goes with that ring, or do I have to break your arm?
The girl pawned it. She didn't come back for it in the 6-month period, so I tried to sell it.
And then you found out it was a piece of junk, so you gave it to Templeton to unload.
Yeah. But then all of a sudden, she came back for the ring. I called Templeton, but he wouldn't give it back. He wanted to keep it.
Did she know that?
I told her. Her boyfriend, Harry Kraft, knew Templeton, and he went to him, but he wouldn't give it up. He blackmailed the girl.
For what?
I don't know.
Why were you so hot on getting the ring back?
I wanted to give the ring back to the proper owner since she wanted it.
Well, that sounds honest and ethical. Now, one more thing. Where does the girl live?
Why? So you can black me? The Regent Arms, near La Brea.
That's better. Thanks. I'll be seeing you. My visit to the Regent Arms was brief. Nobody was home, so I whiled away the time by opening and closing drawers. There were several blackmail notes from Templeton to Maria Neiman, and a bunch of torrid love letters from Harry Kraft to Maria. Another item of interest was an unused marriage license, just 2 weeks old, made out to Maria Neiman and Harry Kraft. That was what I was looking for. I called Mark at the hotel and told him to meet me at Kraft's house. I got there first.
Back your cab into the... Oh, it's you.
Going someplace, Kraft?
Is that the cab, Harry?
Better come in.
I think so, too.
Oh, Mr. Race. I know it's a little late, but I want to apologize for all the trouble we've caused you.
Skip it.
You mean that?
Sure. Your girlfriend offered me $500 for this ring I've decided to sell. Well, what's the matter? No takers?
Well, you see, Maria wanted the ring back for sentimental reasons, but...
But now I don't. Harry and I have become very close in the past week or so.
And you've decided that he is your own true love, right?
I guess you could call it that.
Old friends for a long time, and then all of a sudden in a week, love.
I guess that's the way it is, Race. Foolish though it may seem.
Foolish? It's unbelievable.
What do you mean?
Well, your intuition must be strong because you took out this marriage license 2 weeks ago before you even fell in love.
Where'd you get that?
In Maria's apartment, along with a bunch of love letters you wrote, also before you fell in love. You thought the good Count Trafanno had passed out of your life, but then he turned up rich when the European courts verified his rights to his family estate. That's why you and Maria never used this marriage license.
Guess again, wise guy, because we are going to use a license. We're getting married today.
Why? Because of your great love? Or so you can't testify against each other?
Testify? For what?
For the murder of Jonathan Templeton. Templeton figured out how you planned to take the count, and he wanted the cuts.
But we had nothing to do with the murder of Templeton.
Is that right, Harry? Turning state's evidence isn't a bad idea when the going gets rough.
I'm sorry, Maria. He's right.
Harry, what?
You better tell him, baby.
I have nothing to tell him.
You tell it, Harry.
I drove her there, waited downstairs. Maria went up.
That's a lie!
Wouldn't give her the ring, so she strangled him.
Liar! Liar!
Hey, stop her, Ray! Stop her!
Tight, Maria. Calm down, honey. Calm down. I know he's lying. Because you'd never seen Templeton, and you didn't know he was dead. You thought I was Templeton when you met me in the hall.
What are you trying to do? Frame me? I'm getting out of here.
Not until you get a police report. I'm holding.
I killed him! Speak to me, lover. Speak to me.
Oh, he isn't dead, honey. That was a nice shot with that bottle. But what a waste of good bourbon.
Lover, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And so, I endured that little scene until Mark came in, followed shortly by the police, who took over. Then Marcus and I flagged a stray cab and headed back to the hotel.
Ain't that a panic? Imagine that dame bawling about a guy who's trying to set her up for the gas chamber. Now, how does that fit?
Women are funny, Mark.
That dumb dame. That Count Trafanno character wasn't coming back to marry her. There's a story in today's paper about him. He married some fat blonde in Milwaukee. Her old man's a beer barrel, the story said.
A beer baron, Mark.
Ain't that what I said?
I guess the Count was quite a Casanova. He must have had those phony rings made up by the gross to pass out like gumdrops to gullible females in exchange for their lovely, lovely kisses.
Which is no crime if a guy can get away with it. Hey.
What?
I wonder how much it would cost to get me a batch of those things. And
Marcus?
Just wondering, that's all. Just wondering. Can't a guy even dream a little?
The Adventures of Frank Race, starring Paul Dubov with Tony Barrett as Mark Donovan, comes to you from Hollywood. Others heard in tonight's cast were Georgia Ellis, Eve McVeigh, Parley Bayer, Gunnar Peterson, Bert Holland, and Jack Crucian. This series is written and directed by Buckley Angel and Joel Murcott. The music is composed and played by Ivan Ditmars. Be sure to be with us again this time next week for another dramatic chapter in The Adventures of Frank Race. Art Gilmore speaking. This is a Bruce Ells production.
Welcome back. Well, that Count Trafanno was quite a rascal and led to quite a few problems. But case is satisfactorily resolved, so we turn now to listener comments and feedback. And we begin with this from Kelly, who writes in, I just listened to the latest Frank Race episode, The Adventure of the Pharaoh's Staff. What perfect casting to have the great Jay Novello in the episode about Egypt. Shades of Rocky Jordan all over again. Maybe Sam Sabah had an alternate personality. Maybe he did. Then we have a couple comments from iTunes. Woyston writes in, love the show. True detective stories are in short supply. In my opinion, only the golden oldies have the zeal and intellect that made them stand out. It's also interesting to hear the old-time commercial. It helps give a bit of a peek into the emotions and backdrop of the times, especially during and after the war. Great work, Adam. Thank you so much. And we have another review here. Prairie Cricket Quilts writes, when I first found your podcast, I was irritated with all the talking. I was impatient to get on with the show, but in the past 2 years, I've come to appreciate your knowledge and look forward to your tidbits about the shows almost as much as the shows themselves. Keep up the great work. I tell everyone I know about your podcast. Well, thanks so much. That's truly appreciated, and I would encourage you if you have a friend who you think might enjoy the program, well, let them know about it. We are, of course, on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Detectives, and Twitter, Radio Detectives, so that can also help, too, if you hear an episode that you particularly enjoy. Finally, we have a comment from Podcast Alley. Great stuff. Well, thanks so much. I appreciate your positive comments, and that will actually do it for today. Join us back here tomorrow, where we will bring you Part 3 and Part 4 of the McCormack matter on yours truly, Johnny Dollar. And then join us back here next Tuesday for another adventure with Frank Race. Today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. And I want to especially thank Marie, who actually mailed in a donation. And before we do get started, I did want to clarify a couple things regarding these Johnny Dollar episodes. First of all, Monday, we will always have, through the next 58 weeks, two episodes, 15-minute episodes of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Wednesdays and Fridays, usually this will be the format, 2 on Wednesday and 1 on Friday. Now, there are there are 4 serials where one part is missing. In those cases, we'll just have 2 on Monday and 2 on Friday with a special on Wednesday. In addition, there is one 6-part serial, and so we'll have 2 on each day. Also, a lot of these yours truly, Johnny Dollar 5-parters were serialized from previous episodes of not only yours truly, Johnny Dollar, but other programs such as C.M. Spade and Richard Diamond. So I will actually mention, if I know and I have the information, what script it was based on. I've got a couple places on the internet. So if you think you know, hold your answer until after Friday, because I may already have the info. All right, well, now it's time to get into today's episode of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. It's time for the McCormack matter, Part 3 and Part 4.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Bob Bailey as
Johnny Dollar.
This is Jules Martin.
Lieutenant Martin?
Yeah, that's right. I got a message you called while I was out and left this number.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about the McCormack case, Lieutenant.
McCormack?
$100,000 burglary out on Long Island back in 1951.
I was the officer in charge. Who are you?
Insurance investigator. I got a tip that an ex-convict named Joe Panny might have pulled it. I'm at Panny's hotel.
Well, let me know how you make out.
Say, listen, his room's been torn apart. Every inch of it's been searched. And when I came here tonight, I got socked by a woman with a gun.
Give me that address.
Tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar. To the Allied Casualty and Insurance Company Limited, Markham Building, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the McCormack matter. Expense account, item 7, $2, 2 drinks. For myself and Lieutenant Dools Martin, NYPD. A big swarthy man who seemed to know what he was about. Martin looked over the damage done by the unknown ransacker of Joe Panny's room, questioned the clerk who was unable to furnish any helpful information, then, because Joe Panny was officially a parole violator, ordered a general pickup.
They should be able to get our hands on him pretty soon, Dollar.
I hope it's that easy, Lieutenant.
Any reason why it shouldn't be fairly routine?
No, just a feeling, I guess. I don't know. This whole matter has been flimsy. The tip was weak, but it seems to be paying off. Nothing fits, though.
I don't quite get all this, Dollar. How'd you come in on this?
Old Mike Cairn died up at Sing Sing 2 days ago. Before he went, he told me he believed Joe Panny might have pulled the McCormack burglary. It didn't seem likely then, Panny being a small-time auto thief and whatnot. But now it does, in view of what's been happening lately.
Somebody sure wants something Panny might have, judging from that room.
I never saw one taken apart better. An expert search job.
Yeah.
Hey, Lieutenant, when you picked Joe Panny up, I'd like to be in on it. He's my only lead in this case, and I want to talk to him again.
And that's not asking too much. Now, Dollar, about this woman you saw.
Pretty, about 30, dark hair, good dresser, wore a silver mink stole. The gun she socked me with was a little one, a 25 or maybe 32 automatic.
Mm-hmm. You think she might have done the searching in Joe's room?
What do you think? She was flustered and upset when I bumped into her, anxious to get away from the place. And, of course, the gun in her hand.
Yeah.
She sound familiar to you in this neighborhood?
No. Could be anybody.
Yeah. Well, that's about it, Lieutenant.
Yeah?
No, I got it.
Oh, thanks. I suppose you talked to McCormack, got the full story of the burglary from him?
Almost first thing, yeah.
Well, I remember him when it first happened. Nice enough, but strange, I thought. This business about somebody phoning the parole office ahead of you to get Joe Panny's address, that stops me, though.
That's hard to figure.
You sure you're telling me everything?
Sure, I'm sure.
Now, that part sounds crazy.
Not if somebody knew I was looking for him, wanted to get him first.
But who?
How should I know?
Well, we'll see what we will see. Can I drop you anywhere?
No, thanks. I'll walk. You let me know when you pick him up.
Sure.
2 days passed, and I didn't hear from Lieutenant Martin. I finally phoned in, and a supplementary had turned up, no leads. Martin had men watching Joe's hotel. His former friends and acquaintances were being checked. Meanwhile, I decided to try and find out who the dark woman in the first stole had been. It seemed pretty obvious that she had just come from Joe's room, that she knew him or was connected with him in some way. So once more, I combed over Joe Panny's file at headquarters, this time looking for a woman's name. The only one mentioned was an ex-wife who had divorced him 6 years before. Her name was Iris Carter. At the Bureau of Vital Statistics, the marriage certificate and record of divorce proceedings gave me a composite picture of an unhappy and turbulent 3-year marriage. It also gave me a general description of Iris Carter that could very well fit the woman I'd seen briefly in the hallway outside Joe Panny's hotel room. There was a 6-year-old address to start on.
Eunice? Is that you, Eunice? I said, is that you, Eunice?
No, ma'am, I'm not Eunice.
Oh, no, you sure ain't. You seen her?
I don't know. I really don't know her.
Oh. Well, what do you want?
I'd like to talk to the manager. I want some information.
What's your name?
Johnny Dollar.
What kind of information are you looking for?
Are you the manager?
Yes, sir, I am.
Well, I'm trying to locate a woman named Iris Carter. She might have used the name Iris Panny. She was married once to a man named Joe Panny. Lived here about 6 years ago. Were you here then?
I was.
Did you know her?
I did.
Did you know him?
Yeah. He went to jail.
Does she live here now?
She don't.
Do you have any idea where I can find her?
I don't.
Well, do you happen to know if she ever
Why
worked
do you want her?
Just to talk to her. When did she move out?
Oh, long time ago. 5 years, maybe.
Uh-huh.
What's your business?
Insurance.
Oh.
Well, what's up?
Oh, nobody around here buys insurance.
Well, we don't have to go into that. If you can think of any place I might get a line on her, I'd appreciate it.
It seems to me she worked at a bookstore down the street.
Down what street?
Out there. Block or two down that way. I think she worked there. I don't know. You can try.
Thank you, I will.
My, you polite. You tip your hat.
Say, tell me, do you remember what she looked like?
Sort of. Yeah.
Well?
Oh, about as tall as I am. Nice. Pretty girl.
Blonde or brunette?
Dark hair. Almost black.
Know any of her friends when she lived here?
No. No, I couldn't tell you that. Why?
Oh, I might look up one of them and ask her about her, that's all.
You ask at that bookstore. I think she worked there.
The bookstore Iris Carter Panny had worked in was as dismal as the neighborhood. The proprietor, a Mrs. Olds, yielded a little more helpful information than Iris Carter's former landlady. Yes, Iris had worked there for about 6 months. She'd quit almost 5 years before. No, she didn't know where to find her. Expense account, item 8, $1.02 lunch. I had it in a neighborhood diner called the Showboat, a place where Mrs. Olds said Iris Carter had frequently eaten. The restaurant manager remembered Iris vaguely. She also remembered Iris's boyfriend. I asked for a description. She did better than that. She gave me his name, occupation, and address. An old rehearsal hall 2 blocks away. The 5-man combo working there was really putting it out. Yeah, and the minute I saw him, I knew the boy wearing the trumpet was the one I was looking for. Just good looking and smooth enough to go with a girl Iris Carter sounded like. Smooth trumpet, too.
Okay, guys. Take 5.
I'm looking for Jack Lang.
You found him.
I'm Johnny Dollar. Could we talk a minute?
That's about all I got, Mr. Dollar. Want to smoke?
No, thanks.
Oh, man. Gets real tired out about this time of day.
Yeah, imagine it does. The way you put it out.
Well, everybody to his own racket. What's yours?
Insurance investigator.
Okay. Now what?
Well, I've been asking around the neighborhood, and they tell me you once knew a girl named Iris Carter, or Iris Panny.
Iris Carter. Go on.
I'd like to find her and talk to her, and I thought you might be able to help me.
Go on.
I want to talk to her ex-husband most of all. I thought somehow she might know where to find him these days.
He's in the can.
He was released 3 weeks ago.
No?
Any ideas?
No.
I thought finding her might be a shortcut to him.
I wouldn't think so. They were all washed up when I knew her.
When was that?
5 years ago. She hadn't seen him for over a year then.
Uh-huh.
She didn't have much use for him. I don't blame her.
How long did you know her?
No. We went together for a while she worked at some crummy bookstore. Then she moved away, and I didn't see her after that. I think she said something about going back to Ohio.
You think?
I don't remember offhand.
Well, let me put it this way. As far as I know, she's in no trouble. The one we want is her ex-husband. You'd be helping a lot if you could tell me where to find her.
I don't know. I honestly don't know, and I sure wish I did. I'd like to find her myself.
Why?
Well, when she went with me, wasn't any good. I think she just walked out because she was tired of losers, sick up to here, you know what I mean? Can't blame her. He gave her a pretty bad time. I didn't do much better. But now I got something. It's this little 5-piece outfit. Not much, but something. I'd like to show it to her and say, Iris, this is mine.
You kind of had it bad, huh?
Bad as a guy like me can get it. I know I'll probably never see her again as long as I live, but boy, if another one like her ever shows up, I'm going to be ready, Dad. Ever see her?
No, she must have been something.
Here. Take a look. Nice, huh?
Yeah. I take it back.
What back?
About seeing her. I've seen her.
When? Where?
2 nights ago in the hallway outside Joe Panny's room.
You sure?
I'm sure. She hit me with a gun before she left. The picture he had flipped out of his wallet was old and well thumbed. It showed a sultry kind of face that could have been 20 or 30 or 40. A wide, frank, smiling, happy mouth. Not the kind of girl I would imagine could ever be married to a Joe Penny. But there was no doubt about it. She had been married to him, and I had seen her. On my way back to the hotel, I dropped in to check with Lieutenant Martin. Hi. Doing any good? Any lead on Joe Penny?
Nothing so far. This may take longer than I thought at first.
Well, I've been out looking for his ex-wife. I didn't find her, but I found a few people who knew her. She was the one at his hotel the other night. Name's Iris Carter.
You sure?
Positive. I saw her picture.
We better try to pick her up, too. I'll put it out right away.
Fine. Well, I'll keep in touch.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't go.
Huh?
We had some action here today. Sit down.
Thanks.
Julian McCormack called up, reported you. He said you came out there bothering him a couple days ago. He said he doesn't want to be bothered.
Well, I only talked to him to get his story on the burglary.
And I told him as long as you didn't break the law, there was nothing we could do to stop you from investigating. But he didn't like it.
He seemed perfectly willing to cooperate with me when I talked to him before.
Yeah, well, sometime these rich... Excuse me. Martin here. That's right. Well, how long ago? Okay. Well, they found your boy, Joe Penny.
What?
Yeah. He's on his way to the morgue. Harbor Patrol picked up his body a couple of hours ago, loaded down with slugs.
Some case.
And that ain't all, Johnny.
Huh?
His feet were burnt.
Johnny Dollar.
Frank Porter at Allied Casualty. How's it going, kid?
I don't know.
You ever find Joe Penny?
The Harbor Patrol found him floating around the harbor. He'd been shot and his feet were burnt.
What? Gee whiz, torture. Well, what can I do to help?
Find a girl who was once married to him?
Joe Penny had a wife?
Yeah, she wears a mink stole these days and carries a gun. She's tied up with it somewhere. Her name's Iris Carter.
Iris Carter. You've met her?
Just long enough to get slugged with her gun.
Well, wait a minute. I'd like to get it all straight. Can I come over?
I'll be here.
Tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of a man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar. To the Allied Casualty and Insurance Company Limited, Markham Building, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the McCormack matter. Expense account, item 9, $14 even, secretarial services. I dictated a detailed report of the $100,000 McCormack case. I did it for 2 reasons. 1, to make certain that Allied and the New York police were thoroughly informed of my part of the matter. And 2, to review the case for my own benefit. One of the key figures, Joe Penny, was a murder victim. Attached is a copy of that report. I tried to cover as closely as possible my conversation with Mike Cairn at Sing Sing when he tipped me off that Joe Penny had something to do with the McCormack burglary of 5 years ago. Also, one conversation with Joe Penny, his subsequent disappearance, and murder. I had a copy for Frank Porter when he showed up at my room. He read it from top to bottom.
Gee whiz, Johnny, if this isn't something. You come here for Joe Penny. It looks like he did the McCormack job. Now he's dead. You're stopped. What can you do?
Find his wife, maybe?
You're doing this at your own expense, aren't you?
Oh, I think your company will pay for it in time.
You have to recover the stuff.
I know.
You think you will?
I think so, yeah.
Well, your key man's dead. You'll have to start all over again.
Maybe not. I don't really know whether Joe Penny was my key man or not. I still can't see a small-time auto thief working a big, slick safe burglary.
Every indication is that he was the one.
I know. I'd like to find that girl, Iris Carter, and talk to her about it. She's connected with it.
No, from what you say on the paper, yeah, very much. Oh, gee whiz, I feel like a fifth wheel. I'm not helping you a bit. You know, I handled this case for the company when it first broke. I worked with Lieutenant Martin for 6 months on it, and we didn't turn up a thing. You're on it 3 or 4 days, and you have all kinds of action.
Well, I must have stepped in at the right time.
Yeah. Johnny, somebody gunned Joe Panny down. Now, I know you like to work alone and do things your own way, but be careful if you stay on this. I get worried when somebody starts shooting.
Oh, sure. I didn't get that, though.
What?
If I keep on this, I wouldn't let it go now if my life depended on it. I'm going to find that woman, and I'm going to find the stuff.
Sure. Well, gee whiz. Don't let anything happen to you.
I won't. I talked some more with Frank Porter about the case. He repeated his offer in the name of Allied Casualty to help if he could. I told him I'd take it up on it if anything came up at all. He left. I was at Central Police Station 10 minutes later. And 5 minutes after that, Lieutenant Dools Martin was calling for the medical examiner's report on Joe Panny's death. A uniformed man brought it in. Martin shoved it across the desk at me.
The ME says Joe Panny's been dead about 48 hours or longer. 225 slugs right through the chest, penetrated both lungs, one through the neck. It's very neat shooting at that range.
What range?
Oh, at least 20 feet, maybe longer. Not many people shoot 25s that well. It's a little gun.
A woman's gun?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Now, let's talk about that woman you saw around there that night. Now, you say it was Panny's ex.
Yeah, Iris Carter. I don't know whether her gun was a 25 or 32.
Well, think about it.
I have.
Now, look, don't get sore with me. It's just that she looks like better than ever for opening this case up. I put her on all points.
Sorry I got riled.
That's all right. Now, the ME thinks that Panny was killed before he was dumped in the water, possibly ambushed by someone he didn't know or didn't trust.
If he's right about the range, that'd fit in. Someone who knew him would do it close up.
Yeah.
Hey, wait. You said his feet were burnt.
Yeah, I got the pictures here to prove it. Yeah, take a look. And these are the glossies.
Uh-huh.
Now, these are the burns here, Dollar. Right here. Here and here.
Yeah. Then he wasn't ambushed exactly.
Look, I don't know what he was. But this is the crazy part. He was already dead when this happened.
No rope marks on his legs or wrists. You don't sit still for burning, no matter how tough you are.
It's fascinating, huh? Someone shot him down, then tried to make it look like he was tortured for information first.
Cover up. He's supposed to look like he knew something or had something. And maybe he didn't know or have anything at all.
Oh, how do you feel?
Lousy. If the burning was cover up, then maybe the big search of his room was cover up, too, to throw us off.
To throw you off. Not me. I wasn't in on it then.
Yeah. Well, one thing that's genuine.
What's that?
The corpse. An hour and a half later, a witness was delivered to the office of Lieutenant Martin. His name was Edmund Thompson. He sold papers in the dock area. Both Martin and I looked at him twice, and I could tell both of us were doubting the credulity of anything he might have to say.
Hi.
Hi. My name's Martin. This is Mr. Dollar.
Yes, sir. Glad to know you both.
Would you mind telling us everything you saw the other night?
Tuesday night. Yeah, it was Tuesday. Sure, why not? I saw this guy dumped in the water.
We understand that. Can you tell us the circumstances?
It's against the will of God.
Yes, it certainly is.
Against the laws of nature, too.
What did you see, Mr. Thompson?
I prayed for them both.
You tried, Dollar?
When did you pray?
Right after I saw it. Yes, sir.
On the street, huh?
No. I was on the vacant lot. I was cutting across towards the dock.
Oh.
Then I see this car pull up. Long black car. A lot of chrome on it. This fella jumps out and goes around at the back. He opens the trunk, and he pulls this other fella out. Hoists him up, and he carries him over the dock. Then he just lets him go.
Then you prayed.
Then I prayed. I was a little too scared to do anything else.
This car the man had.
Long black one. A lot of chrome.
Sedan or coupe?
What's the difference?
2 seats or 1 seat?
1C.
Happen to get the license number?
Uh.
All right. Let that go. How about the man? Can you describe him?
He stood there, looked down at the water, and started himself a cigarette.
Well, what kind of a face did he have? Dark, light, a mustache, what?
A devil's face.
Oh, swell. Now, what does that mean?
The devil?
Mr. Thompson, do you understand that we want to apprehend this man, that he's responsible for one man's death, and that he might harm someone else?
I'll pray for him. Pray for them all.
Well, how was he dressed?
Didn't notice.
Hat?
Don't know.
Coat?
Don't know.
But he had a long black coupe. Do you know the make?
Nope.
Would you know him if you saw him again?
Nope.
Look, when you saw him dump a body into the water, why didn't you notify the police?
Why should I?
It's police business.
Let them take care of their business. I'll take care of mine. Any of you fellas got a cigarette on you?
I left Lieutenant Martin brooding over his witness and went out for a bite of dinner. When I called him later, he hadn't learned anything more, so I decided to call it a night and went back to my hotel. I found a note waiting for me from Jack Lang, the band leader friend of Iris Carter. Said he'd got a tip. She'd worked at one time at the Elmar Theater in the Bronx. If I learned anything, please let him know. He was still in love with her. Elmar Theater. I decided my night was far from over.
Hey, you. Buy a ticket out front if you want to look at the girl.
I only want to see one. Her name's Iris Carter. Does she work here?
I just told you, go buy a ticket out front.
Just tell me this. Does Iris Carter work here? Is the name familiar to you? Have you ever seen her or heard of her?
You give me any more trouble or clutch, I told you go out front.
Can't you answer a simple question? I'm looking for Iris Carter. Iris Carter.
You don't have to yell at mister. He never heard of it.
What?
Call me a cop, Gloria. This guy's
Pop,
giving me...
Never mind. I'll take care of him. Come on, you. Iris Carter, is that what you said?
Yeah.
I gotta change. I gotta get back on in 5 minutes.
Then I'll talk to you later.
You haven't got much to say. Stick around. I'll change back of the screen.
Okay.
I'm Gloria Ward. Who are you?
Johnny Dollar.
What do you want with Iris Carter?
I want to see her and tell her something.
Tell me.
Well, for one thing, her ex-husband's dead.
What?
Oh, better watch that screen.
Oh. Say that again.
Joe Panny, her ex-husband's dead.
No kidding. That no good bum is really dead.
Yeah. Where can I find her?
She don't work here no more. Hasn't worked here in 4 or 5 years. She quit.
Well, where is she? You took over from the old man out there when you heard me mention her name. You've satisfied yourself that I'm really looking for her, so suppose
Don't slip with me, mister. I'm not satisfied about anything.
Where is she?
She got herself married to a nice guy.
Good for her. Is she in town?
You sure you just want to see her and tell her Joe's dead?
That's about it. I thought maybe she might be able to help me and the police find out who killed him.
He was killed?
2 days ago. They found his body today.
How do you know about that? Are you a cop?
I'm an insurance investigator.
And you have to see her?
You want it put in writing?
Don't get in a huff. What I'm getting at is this. Quick change, huh? Now listen. Iris is good. You know what I mean? And she's married to a nice guy now. Will any of this make her trouble?
Not if she hasn't done anything wrong.
Well, I can tell you she hasn't. If it does make trouble, it'd be a shame. She's set up nice, and I like to see a girl set well, don't you?
Certainly.
I haven't seen her almost since she left here, but... Well, you look like a right kind of guy. I believe you.
Thanks, Gloria.
She lives out in Long Island now. Her name's McCormack. Iris McCormack.
By the time I said goodbye to Gloria and walked out the stage door and got out into the alley, I thought I had most of it figured. The ex-wife of an ex-con married a wealthy Long Islander named McCormack. When the honeymoon was over, the safe was robbed. Walking out that alley, I was wondering whether to phone the police or Allied Casualty first.
Shooting! You've been hit.
Oh, it isn't bad. Did you see him?
I didn't see nobody.
The car. See the car, the one that just gunned out.
Oh, the car. We had a long black coupe, a lot of chrome. A fella didn't have his lights on. Hey, that's against the law. Hey, you need help, mister.
No, I'm all right.
Now, here's our star, Bob Bailey, to tell you about tomorrow's episode.
Thanks. Tomorrow, the end of the trail of a .38 caliber slug. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is transcribed in Hollywood. Written by John Dawson, the entire production is under the direction of Jack Johnstone. Be sure to join us tomorrow night, same time and station, for the next exciting episode of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking.
Welcome back. Well, a couple of things to note about this serial. The first thing that stands out to me is they do a really good job of finding believable ways to recap the story for the listeners. Now, oftentimes, particularly, when we listen to the Superman serials, which were also done by Jack Johnstone, they would often have, it'd be somewhat clunky, unbelievable, as they managed to retell the whole story over the course of 2 episodes. One other key difference here that I should note is with the Superman serials, over on the old-time radio Superman show, I actually kind of make it a secret, not something I'll reveal on the air, as to how many parts there are in a serial, as to not spoil the suspense. There's a couple that are like 2 or 3 parts, though some of them can extend up to 20, I think some close to 30 parts. This one is a lot less variance. Most of these serials were 5-parters. There was 1 6-parter and 1 9-parter. So a whole lot more dependability. I think we're also seeing a great quality of storytelling and acting. They're really getting a chance to develop the story without getting something that sprawls a whole lot. It was worth noting at this point, it was kind of an ideal time to have a show like this, because there were a lot of mystery dramas had made their way to television. They were pretty simple. These were half-hour programs, all resolved in a single part. What you have here over the course of 5 days is a full-fledged kind of radio mystery movie that's playing out for us, and isn't far from the length of the 1970s NBC Mystery Movie Wheel films. So we've got some great complexity, also just some great acting. Now, I listened once all the way through all of these serials. I don't remember all of the solutions, but I do remember the one to this one. And you'll definitely want to listen on Friday when we will bring you the climax. It really is a bit of a surprise, or at least it was to me. Just the way it ended. We do turn to listener comments and feedback, and iTunes review from Harry, who says, I really like this podcast. I'm 20 years old. I remember my dad would listen to old radio or watch old movies. Back then, I really didn't enjoy them. Now, I can't get enough of them. My favorite show is Johnny Dollar featuring John Lunn. I can't figure out why so many people dislike him. I think he's the best Johnny Dollar. My second show is How to Save a Life. Really disappointed that it's over. Skipped ahead just to listen to it. Still a little bit behind, but catching up fast. Wanted to say thanks and keep up the work. amazing work. P.S. Really like your commentary. I think it was referring to A Life in Your Hands, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. The thing I think that makes John Lunn, and to a lesser extent, the pre-Bailey dollars not viewed as well, is a lot of people were first introduced to Johnny Dollar through Bob Bailey. I knew a gentleman from work who he grew up, in the 1950s, and he listened to Bob Bailey as Johnny Dollar on the radio. And, in terms of radio detectives, it was, for most of its run, the not only the main game, but pretty much the only game in town in terms of regular detective shows. And I think that, you take a listen to the quality that, that we're hearing here and the growing complexity of the plots, particularly facilitated by these 15-minute serial formats. And I think that if there was any virtue or any benefit in playing all of the John Lunn, Johnny Dollars, it's what, and Edmund O'Brien and Charles Russell, for that matter, is that I hope it built some appreciation for the talents and abilities of those actors who all brought their own unique spin to Johnny Dollar. And we turn out actual written letter from Marie, who says, "I've had many hours of entertainment from Dragnet and great detectives. Thank you." And thank you, Maria. Truly appreciate it, and appreciate your support of today's program. Finally, Clark says, "Hello, my name is Clark from Alberta, Canada. I'd just like to say I'm 27 years old, been listening to old radio shows since I was a little boy, and this app is so awesome. Now I can listen to old time radio whenever I want. Thanks so much." Well, thanks so much for listening over there in Alberta, Clark. And that will actually do it for today. We will be back tomorrow with Sherlock Holmes. Then join us on Friday. We will play Policewoman for you, and then we'll bring you the thrilling conclusion to the McCormack matter. I received an email from Joan, who mentioned that she purchased All I Needed to Know I Learned from Columbo audiobook in the iTunes store. And I'm glad we're able to do that. It's been available as an ebook for some time, but not everyone has ebook readers. And I know a lot of people enjoys audiobooks. That's why All I Needed to Know I Learned from Columbo is available in both the iTunes store as well as on audible.com. In addition, there's my novel, Tales of the Dim Night, as well as the follow-up novellas, Powerhouse Flies Again and Rise of the Robo-Lawyers, expertly narrated by Scott Wilcox. I encourage you to check out those audiobooks at audible.com and in the iTunes store. But now let's get into today's adventure of Sherlock Holmes, the adventure of the second stain.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think I may have shown in the course of these narratives of mine that the exploits of my friend Sherlock Holmes ranged from affairs of the humblest order to matters concerning the very highest in the land. Of the latter, there are many which perhaps can never be told for reasons of diplomacy or even scandal. And in those that can, dates and names sometimes must be disguised, even now. Particularly in the unusual adventure which I have called The Second Stain.
Mr. Holmes, sir.
Well, Mrs. Hudson, you seem a little overawed, if I may say so.
Oh, it's the gentleman, sir. The two gentlemen to see you waiting downstairs, sir.
Well, we've seen gentlemen before, Mrs. Hudson.
Yes, our lives would hardly be economically possible without our visiting clients.
But it's... Oh, Mr. Holmes. Oh, Dr. Watson, sir. In Baker Street, my humble house.
Come, Mrs. Hudson. Not the Prince of Wales, surely.
Oh, not far off, sir. It's the Prime Minister, sir. The Prime Minister of England, sir.
Well, my dear Holmes, your dressing gown.
Oh, Dr. Watson.
Oh, here, take this. Give me my jacket, my dear fellow. Yes, show him up, Mrs. Hudson. Show him up. You mustn't keep the Prime Minister waiting.
So into our humble sitting room came those two great men, Lord Bellinger, the Premier, and his companion, the Secretary for European Affairs, the Right Honourable Trelawney Hope.
So, gentlemen, I take it I may have the honour to be of some service to you.
You are our only hope, Mr. Holmes. The Prime Minister suggested you at once, the moment I told him of my dreadful loss. It was impossible for us to go to the police.
Dreadful loss, sir, indeed.
Yes, to inform the police would be to inform the public, and that is what we particularly desire to avoid. An important state document is missing, mislaid while in Mr. Hope's possession, and it is of such importance that peace or war may hang upon the issue.
I understand, my lord. Now, I should be obliged if Mr. Hope would kindly tell me the exact circumstances under which this document disappeared.
Of course, sir. But this gentleman, your companion?
Dr. Watson is in my confidence in everything I undertake. Indeed, it is really almost impossible for me to embark upon a case without him. You can rely upon his discretion implicitly.
To the very utmost, gentlemen, I promise it.
Very well, then. It's a letter, Mr. Holmes. I can tell you that it's a letter from...
From a certain foreign potentate, Mr. Holmes. Let us leave it so.
Quite so, for the moment at least. Well, when was it received, may I ask?
6 days ago. It was so important that I've never even left it in my safe. I've taken it across each evening to my house in Whitehall Terrace and kept it in a locked dispatch box in my bedroom. It was there last night.
You're certain of that?
Quite certain. I opened the box while I was dressing for dinner and saw it there. This morning, it was gone.
The box itself?
No, only the letter. My wife and I are both light sleepers, Mr. Holmes. We're both prepared to swear that no one could have entered the room during the night. And yet the paper's gone. I face ruin. Ruin!
What time do you dine, Mr. Hope?
7:30.
And how long was it before you went to bed?
My wife had gone to a theatre. I waited up for her. It was 11:30 before we retired to our room.
Yes, then for 4 hours the box had lain unguarded.
No one is ever permitted to enter that room, except 2 trusted servants who are beyond suspicion.
Who else knew of the existence of that letter?
No one in the house.
Not your wife?
No, sir. I said nothing to her until I missed the paper this morning.
Is there anyone else, my lord, in England who could possibly know of the existence of this letter?
Only the members of the Cabinet, Mr. Holmes, but all under the pledge of secrecy which attends every Cabinet meeting.
And abroad?
I believe no one save the man who wrote it.
And may I ask his name?
Mr. Holmes, the envelope is a long, thin one of a pale blue color. That is all I think that you need to know.
Well, I'm quite aware that you are 2 of the busiest men in the country, and in my own small way I have a good many calls upon my time. I regret exceedingly that I cannot help you in this matter. Watson, would you kindly ring the bell?
Mr. Holmes, how dare you? I am not a...
Yes.
Okay.
I can only beg you once again to say nothing of my visit. It would only worry him the more. Good day, gentlemen.
Well, wasn't that extraordinary?
The fair sex, Watson, that is your department, I think. Yes, when you've finished gazing out of the window to get a last glimpse of our elegant charmer, perhaps you'll be kind enough to tell me what you think she came for.
Well, surely her own statement was clear enough, Holmes. Her anxiety was very natural.
Yes, no doubt. Yet you must have observed how very prettily she maneuvered her chair so as to keep her back to the light. She didn't want us to read her expression, Watson.
Well, you said the same about the woman from Margate who came to see us a month ago. It turned out that she was worried because she'd no powder on her nose.
True. The motives of women are certainly inscrutable. It's difficult to build upon such quicksands. Their most important decisions may depend upon a hairpin or a pair of curling tongs. Well, good morning, Watson.
What? What, you going, Holmes?
Oh, just for a little while. To Godolphin Street, I think. Our friend Lestrade of the Yard is sure to be there by this time. Eduardo Lucas murdered. There lies the solution, Watson. Do you stay on guard here, my dear fellow, and receive any further distinguished visitors who may honor our humble abode whilst I am away. I'll join you for lunch, Watson. Cutlets and green peas, if you could think of that.
All day and the next day, Holmes was in a mood which some might call taciturn and others morose. He ran out and ran in, smoked incessantly, played his violin, sank into reveries, devoured sandwiches at irregular hours, and hardly answered the casual questions I put to him. I felt a sense of impending doom as I watched London from our window going about its busy duties. I reflected that any moment the newsboys would cry havoc and the flower of our youth go marching off to war. As to the murder of Lucas, that remained as much a mystery as the theft of the document. He'd been stabbed to the heart with a curved oriental dagger, a trophy that hung on the wall of his room. It seems that nothing had been stolen, and an examination of his papers disclosed him as a keen student of international politics. That was all. Then, suddenly...
Well, we've solved it, Mr. Holmes.
Really, Lestrade, have you?
Why not, eh? We have our methods too, you know.
He means the murder, Holmes, only the murder.
Oh, more mysteries, Mr. Holmes. What's in the wind?
Oh, nothing. Watson's just wool gathering, my dear Lestrade.
Oh, sorry, Holmes.
Don't mention it, my dear fellow. Sit down, won't you, Lestrade? Have a cigar.
Oh, no, sir, I won't, if you'll forgive me. I was going to suggest we went round there to Godolphin Street. There's a little something that might interest you.
Well, what's happened, Lestrade? I think you said just now that you'd solved it.
Well, as near as makes no matter. We'd a telegram from the Paris police, you see. Seems this Lucas fellow's been a bit of a dog in his time. Very handsome kind of chap and so forth. He's been living a double life. It seemed he had a wife in Paris.
Oh, your department again, my dear Watson.
Creole woman, as a matter of fact.
Very hot-blooded Creoles.
Yes, you know what women are like, Dr. Watson.
Well, perhaps.
Well, Lestrade, what's happened?
Well, he'd been going it a bit in London, you know, one way and another. So we reckon she got jealous. According to the Paris fellows, she's gone quite mad since Tuesday. And it was established that she'd been in London on the night of the murder. She was seen near Godolphin Street.
Yes. It could only have been some kind of coincidence like that. Otherwise, the thing would have been public property by this time.
What is it, Mr. Holmes? Strikes me your mind's hardly on the business. I'd have thought it would have appealed to you.
Oh, nothing, Lestrade, nothing at all. What was it you said just now might interest me over at Lucas's house?
Yes. The one small detail, Mr. Holmes, nothing very important, you know. Just a bit freakish. We'd best go round to the house and I'll show you. You too, Doctor, eh? It's rather in your line as well.
Oh, really? Oh, of course.
You know, I might even call it the mystery of the second stain, gentlemen. The murder's solved, but there's still the mystery of the second stain, eh? Come in. Let's round to Godolphin Street.
Mm-hmm.
Let's.
Mr. Holmes. Would you like it?
Mr. He has to us to keep our little diplomatic secrets. But I do, my lord. I'm always at your service and at the service. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, based on the original.
Welcome back. This has always been one of the tougher to swallow Sherlock Holmes fake outs. I'm somewhat gratified that the Prime Minister doesn't sound like he buys it. But what he cares about isn't what really happened, but that it was returned and without falling into the wrong hands. Well, we do turn to listener comments and feedback, and appreciate Elwood, who retweeted on Twitter episode 906, the case of the Red-Headed League. Thank you so much for doing that. And we also received some good reviews on the iTunes store of our apps. They've been coming in pretty quick. Haven't actually seen them all come in, over the course of several days. And apparently with the new version of the app, people really enjoying it. All 12 ratings received on the latest version of the app are 5 stars. And some of the reviews, just really brief. Wonderful app with excellent introductions by Adam Graham. I use it every day. Excellent app. Awesome podcast and app. I've been listening for the last 2 years and look forward each day to a new radio show. Keep up the great work. And excellent podcast and app. Listen daily. Well, thanks so much for your positive comments. I'm glad you're enjoying the app and hopefully all the little extras that we're adding out there. That will actually do it for today. We will be back on Friday. I do want to let you know, if you do have the app or the premium site, we are going to work on getting a Theater Guild on the Air presentation of Hamlet with John Gielgud in it. So be listening for that. All right, Friday we have Policewoman and then the conclusion of the McCormack matter. And then join us back here next Thursday for Sherlock Holmes. Today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. At the later on in the program, we will bring you the final part of the McCormack matter. But first, I'm going to bring you something a little different. If we had more episodes of this program, we would air it on Saturdays. But there's only one episode in existence. And we're taking this time, when we're doing the Johnny Dollar serials, to play some of these rarer 15-minute programs that are still intact. And this is certainly quite an interesting show. It aired over ABC in 1946 and over Mutual in 1947. The title was Policewoman, and it told the real-life exploits and stories of Lieutenant Mary Sullivan of the NYPD. I'll tell you a little bit more about Lieutenant Sullivan after the program, or after this program, but here from June 29th, 1947, is the case of the scheming bridegroom.
Carter's Pills present Policewoman. Tonight, the case of the scheming bridegroom, based on an episode in the career of Lieutenant Mary Sullivan for 35 years on the New York City Police Force.
Lieutenant Sullivan?
Yes?
They told me to speak to you.
Oh, who are you?
Bianca Riazzo.
And what's on your mind?
Well, you see, I want to get married.
Oh, well, what you want is City Hall, young lady, not the police department.
No, I do not make myself clear.
Apparently not.
Well, you see, I want to get married, so I read the ads in the Lonely Hearts magazine. Oh, here, see this advertisement?
Oh, yes. Sounds like most of the others.
Oh, no, this one is different.
Then why don't you answer it?
I should like to, only I'm afraid.
Afraid? Afraid of what?
This man who looks for a wife. I think he's a murderer.
Before we continue with tonight's policewoman adventure, here is something we feel you should know about. If you're out driving and see a train coming, would you try to beat it to the crossing? Of course not. Then, friends, listen. Stop dosing your stomach with soda or alkalizers for indigestion if your trouble is irregularity. Instead, unblock your digestive tract for the real relief you want. For your real trouble is not in the stomach, but in the rest of the digestive tract, where 80% of your food is digested. And when the lower part gets blocked, food may fail to digest easily. Thus, for real relief, don't take soda or an alkalizer. You want something to unblock your lower digestive tract, something to clean it out gently but effectively. Help nature get back on her feet. Get Carter's Pills right now, because taken as directed, Carter's Pills gently and effectively unblock your digestive tract. This permits all 5 of nature's own digestive juices to mix better with your food. You get genuine relief from indigestion so you can feel really good again. Buy Carter's Pills at any drugstore, and let Carter's Pills unblock your digestive tract for real relief from indigestion due to irregularity. Now back to Policewoman, the case of the scheming bridegroom.
Sergeant Clark.
Yes, Mary?
Earlier today, Bianca Riazzo came in to see me. It seems she works as a maid in an apartment on Fifth Avenue.
Oh?
Well, about 6 months ago, there was a cook in that house named Frida. Both girls began answering these lovelorn ads, you know, the ones that appear in certain magazines.
Oh, sure. Wife wanted, you mean, so forth?
Yes. Well, Frida answered an ad and then left for California.
Yes, and I can guess the rest of it, Mary. The man who sent for her was a crook who wanted to cheat her out of her life savings.
Worse than that, Sergeant.
Oh? Murder?
Exactly. Now, Bianca gave me a full description, and I started calling the California police. I learned that a girl answering Frida's description was found dead in Newtown, California, about 6 months ago. Everything checks.
Did they catch the killer?
No. All they have are some fingerprints, which were left on Frida's handbag.
Well, how come Bianca came to see you today?
Well, last night she ran across another advertisement in this Lonely Hearts magazine. The ad was identical with the one that Frida answered.
Oh, he'd shifted his operations from California to New York.
Right.
Does Bianca know what Frida's intended looked like?
Yes, Frida showed her a picture. That's all she knows.
Well, there's the matter of the fingerprint.
Yes, now, if I could get a sample...
Mary, don't tell me.
You're right, Sergeant. I need a husband desperate. So I'm answering that ad myself right away. Hello, Bianca. This is Lieutenant Mary Sullivan. Yes, I've received an answer. The man's name is Pete Milford. We have a date tonight at a bar at 2445 East 14th Street. You got that? Yes, at 8 o'clock. Now, I want you to come to that bar. If you recognize Milford, I want you to say, "Very hot tonight, isn't it?" You get it? Very hot tonight, isn't it?
I tell you, Mary, you kind of surprised me. I never thought you'd be such a pretty one.
Oh, Pete, you're not so bad yourself.
Like I was telling my Uncle Shorty, don't mind if I get hitched now, and I don't mind if she's pretty.
Your Uncle Shorty. Who's he?
Oh, he's my uncle on my ma's side.
Oh.
Before you and I can take the final steps, I guess Uncle Shorty's going to have to prove...
Yeah, say, Pete, when we get if and when we get married, where are we going to live, huh?
Well, I'll tell you, Mary, I got a hunk of farmland out west. The soil's not so bad, but needs improvements.
Well, why haven't you made them?
Got no money, Mary.
Do you expect to get any?
Well, I thought maybe the gal that I married, she'd have the money.
Oh.
You mind if I ask you, Mary, you going to contribute something?
When we get if and when we get hitched, huh? Why, yeah, sure I will.
Oh, I knew you were sweet, Mary. Hey, you know, I don't even have no picture of you.
Well, I got a little one here, Pete, if you'd like it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll get an enlargement made, huh?
Swell.
Let me see, it's in my bag somewhere. Oh, yeah, here it is.
Oh, that's mighty pretty, Mary. Yeah, looks just like you.
Now give it back to me.
Okay, but don't forget I want that enlargement.
Sure. Oh, look, Pete, there's a friend of mine, a girlfriend. Hey, Bianca. Bianca, come here.
Oh, Mary, imagine meeting you here.
I want you should meet a friend of mine.
Sure.
In fact, you might say he's almost my fiancé.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Bianca, this here's Pete Milford.
Pete Milford? Glad to meet you.
Likewise, I'm sure.
Can you sit down with us?
No, I must be going right away.
Oh, come on, sit a while, huh?
No, I can't. I'm not feeling too well. Very hot tonight, isn't it?
All right, Mary, give me the dope.
I've just got a few seconds now, Sergeant, so listen carefully.
Shoot.
That picture of myself on your desk.
Yeah?
It's got Pete Milford's fingerprints all over it. Now, I want you to develop the prints and wire the complete set to Commissioner Williams, Newtown, California. You got that?
Yeah.
Have him wire back a report.
Where'll you be in the meantime?
Well, I've got to meet Uncle Shorty.
Who?
Uncle Shorty. He lives out on Jamaica Bay.
Now, cut it out, Mary. I know everyone in your family. There's no...
I can't explain now, but after I see Uncle Shorty, I'll call you back.
Mighty likable gal there, Pete.
I told you I can pick him, Uncle Shorty.
Oh, now, will you two stop that man talk?
Well, I'm happy for both you, Pete. If you want my blessing, you have it.
Gee, thanks, Uncle Shorty.
Say, when you planning to tie up?
Oh, pretty soon, maybe in a couple of days.
Well, then why wait? How about eloping tonight?
Yeah, never thought of that.
Listen, Pete, you're heading back to the farm after the wedding, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
Well, then why don't you head out west tonight? I know just as the piece crossed the state line. He'd marry in a minute. Then you go on the farm.
Oh, Pete, that sounds so romantic.
Yeah, I guess I like that idea. Only, how do we do our traveling?
I got a station wagon, ain't I? Look, Mary, you head back to your house and get ready. And come out here to Jamaica Bay. Around 8 tonight, I'll get the car in condition, take you and Pete the parson.
Well, that sounds fine, only I think we'd better make it tomorrow night. You see, Pete here, he's going to need some money for his farm, and, well, I got the money for him, but except it's in the bank, and that's closed now.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah, in the morning I'll draw the money out. What do you got to say to that, Pete?
Mary, all I got to say is that things are working out mighty fine.
Hello, Sergeant. This is Mary Sullivan.
Where were you all day yesterday, Mary?
Well, just so happens I was out at Jamaica Bay, and, oh, by the way, I'm going back there tonight. You see, Pete Milford will be with me tonight, and, I expect the payoff.
What?
Yeah, now listen. The address is 47 Front Street. You got that?
Yeah.
It's way out in Brooklyn. It's a lonely spot, just the house and water. That is, in case you're interested.
Well, sure, I'm interested, but listen, Mary, I've got news, too.
Oh, you have? Go ahead.
Got a report from California this morning.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
The fingerprints found on the dead girl are not Pete Milford's. Mary, you still there?
Yes. See, I'd kind of expected something else.
Yeah, I know you did. Still going to keep that date with Pete?
Yeah. Oh, this is a setback, I admit, but I can't drop Pete until I'm sure.
It's nice out here, near the bay in the twilight, ain't it, Mary?
You know, I thought your Uncle Shorty was going to be waiting with his car.
Uncle Shorty went down the road for a while, pick up some tools.
Oh?
I'm, kind of glad we're alone.
Yeah?
Because we're going to be married. I think there's something you ought to know, Mary.
Oh, what's that, Pete?
Well, you see, I'm not much for book learning, Mary. In fact, I can hardly read and write.
Well, I wouldn't hold that against a man. Wait a minute. You say you can hardly read or write?
Yeah. I hope it makes no difference.
Then who put that ad in the magazine and answered my letter, huh?
Oh, well, that was my Uncle Shorty's doing.
Now, Pete, listen to me carefully. Did you ever advertise for a wife before?
Huh? No.
You didn't advertise 6 months ago, get an answer, and ask the girl to come to California?
No, not me. I ain't never been in California.
What?
Oh, you can trust me, Mary.
Well, now, Pete, I've got something to tell you. You see, I happen to be a policewoman.
What?
And I want to know the truth. Were you in California 6 months ago?
No, Mary, not me. My Uncle Shorty was, but not me.
You dope, don't you know enough to keep your trap shut?
Uncle...
Keep your hands up, policewoman. You know too much now.
Very smart scheme you cooked up, Shorty. 6 months ago, you placed an ad in a magazine under your nephew's name. It was answered by a girl named Frida. She came out west, and you murdered her for a saving.
Save your breath, copper.
You knew the blame would point to Pete.
So what? I'll kill you both and blow this town.
We have other ideas, Shorty.
He's out cold, Sergeant.
Yeah. Lucky I didn't forget the address of this place. I was right outside. I saw and heard it off. Hey, is that the guy who's been courting her?
Yeah, that's me.
Now, Pete, looks like you lost a wife.
Yeah, but we caught a murderer.
In just a moment, Mary Sullivan in person will tell you more about tonight's policewoman case. In the meantime, does your underarm deodorant really protect you and your clothes from offending others, or are you half safe?
Or are you half safe?
Don't be half safe. Be Arid safe. Use Arid to be sure. No other deodorant tested. Only Arid stops your perspiration and deodorizes you so completely yet so safely. Only new wonderful Arid protects you these 3 ways. 1, Arid really protects you from offending. 2, Arid really protects your clothes from offending and from stains by stopping perspiration. 3, Creamy Arid is safe for your skin and clothes. Gentle, antiseptic. More nurses use Arid than any other deodorant.
Don't be half safe.
Don't be half safe.
Be Arid safe. Use Arid to be sure.
To be sure.
To be sure. And now, here is Mary Sullivan.
Pete Milford was found to be the innocent dupe of his uncle and released. Uncle Shorty was executed for the vicious murder he committed. This is the last program of our current series, and I want to thank my many listeners from coast to coast for their kind letters of interest, and hope they've enjoyed the show as much as I have. Until we meet again on the air, this is Lieutenant Mary Sullivan saying au revoir.
Thank you, Mary Sullivan. This program, as well as all other programs of the series, was based on an episode in the career of Lieutenant Mary Sullivan for 35 years on the New York City Police Force. This is Dick Dunham speaking. In the dramatic portion of tonight's policewoman case, leading roles were played by Betty Gard and Walter Vaughn. Policewoman is a Phillips H. Lord production. This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.
Welcome back. Very interesting to hear Lieutenant Sullivan on this program. At this point, she was retired. Hers is a remarkable story. When her husband died in 1906, she found herself a 21-year-old single mother, and she had to support herself as a traveling saleswoman. Then a friend suggested that she take an exam to join the New York Police Department as a policewoman. She did join in 1911. She had a great way with people and an ability to get them to open up and find out the truth. And she started out, as most of the policewomen did at the time, as a jail matron. She also had a great knack for acting and undercover work. She worked, very hard at that. She created several undercover characters, and some of them, according to this website, included a trained nurse, a gangster's wife, a wealthy widow, a prisoner, and a madam looking for young girls to buy. And she really was a consummate actor and did a lot of this undercover work. And her real big case came in the Rosenthal murder case. She was key to getting went undercover and got the information to capture all 4 gunmen and led to their conviction. 1918, she was assigned to the NYPD Homicide Squad, which was another first for women. And then in 1925, 1926, she became the first director of policewomen in the nation and held that job for 20 years. So we got to hear on this show the voice of a great pioneer and heroine, Lieutenant Mary Sullivan of the NYPD. And if I ever find any more of those episodes, I'll certainly share them with you. Now it's time for today's episode of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, The McCormack Matter, Part 5.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Bob Bailey as
Johnny Dollar.
Ready with your party in Hartford, Connecticut, Mr. Dollar. Go ahead, please.
Hello, Mr. Barth.
Yes?
This is Johnny Dollar.
Johnny, what's up?
Now listen carefully, Ed. I've just been shot.
What?
Oh, it's nothing serious. I'm backstage at the Elmar Theater in the Bronx.
Johnny...
I'm all right. Now listen to me. I got a tip from old Mike Cairn, a convict, that a man named Joe Panny might have had something to do with the McCormack case a few years ago.
Yes, a jewelry case, $100,000.
Well, Panny's been murdered. I didn't get a chance to learn anything from him, but I have learned that Panny's ex-wife is married to Julian McCormack.
You've contacted our New York office?
I've been trying to get your man Frank Porter at his home, but no one answers.
It's going to be pretty nasty for Allied Casualty if she plotted with this Joe Panny to rob McCormack.
Yeah. Do you want me to wait and let Frank Porter handle it?
No. You go ahead. If somebody's throwing bullets around, they'd better be stopped before... Oh, well...
By me rather than Frank Porter, huh? Okay.
Tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Allied Casualty and Insurance Company Limited, Markham Building, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures incurred during my investigation of the McCormack matter. Item 11, $7.50, one bottle of scotch, which I sent the stage doorman out to get while I was calling Ed Barth at Allied Insurance. Apparently, everybody in the neighborhood thought the exchange of shots between me and somebody in a long black coupe were backfires. It was the doorman who dragged me back in the theater.
You got yourself a boy now, mister.
It's just a graze.
I sure don't get you. Calling insurance people and not police. Somebody fires a gun at you, call the cops.
Have another drink.
That's the way it's easy. Hey, where you going? You should see a doctor.
Later. I went back outside in the alley where the shooting had taken place. 10 minutes of looking around, and I dug a pair of .38 slugs out of a telephone post. Expense account, item 12, $4.35, cab fare, Elmar Theater to Long Island. It was 12 o'clock straight up when I got to the McCormack home. There were no lights burning, and apparently everyone had retired for the night. I checked the garage first. A 55 Cadillac convertible and a 4-year-old Jag. No warm motors, no black coupes. I went to the house.
Oh, it's you.
Hello, Mrs. McCormack.
No, please. Please don't come in here. My husband. Oh, please. I don't know who you are, but I remember meeting you at the hotel the other day.
I'm Johnny Dollar, an insurance investigator.
Insurance? Oh. Well, there must be some way we can fix this up. Talk to me tomorrow. I'll meet you somewhere.
How can you fix up murder?
Murder? What are you talking about?
Joe Panny's dead. Your ex-husband. He was shot with a .25. Just like the one you swung at me at the hotel.
Oh, no. Oh.
You want to tell me about that? All right, I'll tell you. Joe was your husband once. You helped him rob this house 5 years ago. He couldn't have done it alone. He wasn't that slick. He wasn't that good. He could steal a car, but a safe lock's different from ignition. Well?
Yes. Yes, I helped him do it. He made me. He promised me if I helped him, I'd never hear from him again. I opened the safe for him.
But you were down to see him at his hotel the other night. You searched his room.
Searched his room?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know anything about that. He called me, said he wanted money. I didn't know where he'd been for these last few years.
Up the river.
Oh, well, he wanted money. Only he wasn't there when I went there.
And I was?
Yes.
And the gun?
I went down there to kill him. But I didn't see him.
Not then. Later somewhere.
I haven't seen him at all, I tell you. Just talked to him on the phone. I don't suppose it'd make any difference if I told you I had a good reason. If I told you I loved my husband very much.
Not likely, in view of the fact you helped your ex-husband rob him of $100,000 worth of jewelry 5 years ago.
Oh, I can explain that. Joe came around when we got back from our honeymoon. It's an old story. My past isn't all it... Well, anyhow, Joe threatened to tell my husband about it, unless I gave him money. I didn't have any, so I opened the safe for him that night. It was all I could think to do.
Yeah. Then you split with him later on.
I told you I haven't seen him. Why would I want to do that? I have everything I want in life right here. Mostly my husband.
Well, it's still a police matter, Mrs. McCormack. I spent a long time looking for you. Maybe you better get your coat.
Iris,
Oh,
you'll remain exactly where you are.
Julian.
And so will you, Mr. Dollar.
Julian, you heard what I said.
Don't worry about it, my dear. Mr. Dollar, I'm a gentleman, but this is a gun.
I noticed. A .38. I got a couple of slugs in my pocket that came from it.
Stand over there.
Now, this is pretty silly. You can put that thing away and we can settle this the only way it can be
My wife has
settled.
told you the absolute truth, Mr. Dollar. She's innocent of any wrongdoing so far as I'm concerned. Is that clear?
It's pretty glib, McCormack. She's accessory to a $100,000 heist and she hasn't done anything wrong.
If she wanted to give them away...
To an ex-husband.
To anybody. That was her affair. I would not press charges.
Well, that takes care of you. How are you going to square it with Allied casualty in the state of New York? And you also forget a little matter of a dead man.
But I haven't forgotten you, Mr. Dollar.
Julian, please don't. I've caused enough trouble, please.
Calm yourself, my dear. This is the least I can do for you after what you've done for me. Just being my wife. Mr. Dollar, will you accept money?
Not enough for murder.
50, 100,000. I'd hate to kill you, Mr. Dollar.
You tried once tonight.
You've referred to that before.
But you weren't very good, and now you're even worse. You forgot to take the safety off that gun. Give me that.
Oh, you killed him. You killed him.
Ah, he's all right. Get out of the way and let me see that gun. I wasn't interested in either one of them for the moment. I was looking at the .38 I'd taken from Julian McCormack. There was a smear of cosmoline still inside the barrel. I sniffed it, checked it, found all chambers loaded. It was a brand new weapon, and it had never been fired. Expense account item 13, $5.50, cab fare again, this time from Long Island to an apartment in Queens. The man I wanted to see was Allied Casualty's man, Frank Porter. He lived in a very polite neighborhood.
That's apartment 203, but Mr. Porter's not in, sir.
I'll wait for him.
Yes, sir.
It's all right if I sit in your lobby, isn't it?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir, but I'd prefer that you waited somewhere else.
You would?
Well, this is a rather exclusive apartment building, sir, and we don't like people loitering in the lobby.
Well, I'm on a pretty exclusive mission. But you don't like the mud on my clothes and the tear on my coat, huh?
Are you a friend of Mr. Porter's?
Yeah.
Good friend?
He wouldn't mind if I waited in his apartment, if that's what you mean.
No, sir. Impossible.
But a couple of bucks can do wonders sometimes. Was quite a layout. Books, pictures, furniture, and whatnots that make living at home pretty agreeable. I propped myself up on a stool at Frank's little bar, poured myself a drink, and sat there waiting for him. I was like that a half an hour later when he showed up. He looked a little unsteady on his feet.
Oh, gee whiz. Johnny Dollar.
Hi.
You're the last person in the world I expected to see. I'm glad to light and let you in.
I didn't think you'd mind.
No, not at all.
I tried to phone you earlier tonight. You were out.
I'm sorry. Chief Whiz, what's on your mind, Johnny?
I wanted to tell you I was shot at tonight.
What?
I wanted to tell you I found out who Mrs. McCormack is and was. Since you were on the case first for Allied, I thought I'd tell you first.
Well, gee whiz.
Say, this is a nice setup. Full of nice things.
Yeah.
I've been in places like this before, Frank. They usually start at $300 or better a month. Good maid service, phone service. All those things cost money. A lot of money. Don't they, Frank?
Gee whiz. When'd you tumble to it, Johnny?
A little while ago, when I was out on Long Island, Julian McCormack made me a proposition. He finally offered me $100,000.
A lot of money.
He sounded like he'd had experience making propositions. I should have tumbled to it a couple of days ago when you phoned the parole office after I left you. You used my name when you asked for Joe Panny's address.
Yeah. I wondered if your tip was on the right track. I didn't figure Joe Panny was eligible for parole so quick. I had to get to him before you did. He wasn't the kind to keep his mouth shut.
You shut it for him, didn't you, Frank?
Mind if I sit down, Johnny?
Now, go ahead. They'll be strapping you down one of these days.
Gee whiz. No $100.50 a week investigating claims by nice places like this. It was one of those lucky things, Johnny. When I was called to Long Island to investigate that heist 5 years ago, I met McCormack's wife. Happened to recognize her as Joe Penny's ex.
And you knew McCormack was in love with his wife enough to pay you to keep quiet.
I gave him service for his money. The cops would have broken that case in 24 hours, but I covered up all the tracks I could find. And I made it real safe by seeing Joe send up the river.
How?
Just tipped off the cops to some of his hot car deals, and they picked him up. He happened to be carrying a gun, so he got the works.
Then you just sat around drawing blackmail from McCormack.
Gee whiz. Don't look at me like that, Johnny. Every guy has his price. How about you?
That's the second offer I've had tonight.
It's a good one. Joe Penny was a dumb guy. He picked up that jewelry and went right downtown and plunked it in the safe deposit box. It's been sitting there all the time he was up the river. Still worth...
Sorry, Frank.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Gee whiz, Johnny, you are a good dick. You don't buy off. I just wanted to see, I guess.
Sure, Frank. Well, do we go in quietly?
You'd be surprised, Johnny, how quiet. You better dial for an ambulance if you want me to go to the trial.
What?
You were good in that alley back of the theater tonight, Johnny, when I tried to knock you off. I followed you all night looking for my chance. You nicked me twice. Dial the doc. Quick. Gee whiz, it hurts.
He died right there, without saying another word. The disposition of the case and what to do about Frank Porter, an insurance adjuster who goes bad, is a matter I don't have to handle. And I'm glad. Expense account item 14, hotel and board in New York City, $79.30. Item 15, $84, legal fees and incidental expenses involved in locating the widow of Mike Cairns, who it seems is still alive somewhere in Iowa and will accept half the reward as promised. Item 16, $14 even, transportation back to Hartford. Expense account total, $265.91. Remarks? Gee whiz. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here's our star, Bob Bailey, to tell you about next week's story.
Thanks. Next week, the story of a ship, the Molly K. Destination, Davy Jones' Locker. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is transcribed in Hollywood. Written by John Dawson, the entire production is under the direction of Jack Johnstone. Heard in this week's cast were Mary Jane Croft, Virginia Gregg, Marvin Miller, Forrest Lewis, Frank Gerstle, Herb Butterfield, Herb Ellis, Tony Barrett, Ken Christie, Jack Crucian, and Junius Matthews. Be sure to join us on Monday night, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking.
Welcome back. It's worth noting here, he kind of took away my key line. I'd like to come back and say gee whiz, but Bob Bailey did it better than I could. This script was reused. John Dawson is actually E. Jack Newman. I don't know why he took that non-diploma for the radio job. But he was the writer of the script, and it was adapted from an episode he wrote of Richard Diamond from May 30th, 1952, The Carpenter Case. Just a great way to start off this series. And I love the twist at the end, and kind of, the whole drama at the McCormack house, and how Johnny was a little bit off, but then he got it right the second time, and leading to a very dramatic and powerful confrontation with the adjuster. And this sets just a great standard, a good solid cast of character actors, including the great Virginia Gregg. And to think we've had 57 more weeks of this. This is just phenomenal. We now do turn to listener comments and feedbacks, and we'll just have one from Charles, who says, I'm a big fan, great entertainment, always with the right moral values. Well, thanks so much. And, I definitely think in this episode, this is one where Bob Bailey just stood out as as Johnny Dollar, just, absolutely, incorruptible, which, makes for a great story. All right, well, we will see you back here on Saturday with the lineup, and we'll be back on Monday with yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Next week, we'll be starting the Carter Brown mysteries on Friday. I want to let you know about the articles we have at greatdetectives.net. This week, I offer my review on Saturday of the Nero Wolfe book, 3 Witnesses. And then we continue our countdown of radio's most essential people on Sunday with number 5 on my list. So you can check those articles out at greatdetectives.net. If you have the Kindle, you can actually have them automatically delivered to your Kindle to be read through the Kindle store, and you can try that service out free for 2 weeks. All right, well, now it's time for today's episode of The Lineup, the Silver Swan Case.
Ladies and gentlemen, we take you now behind the scenes of a police headquarters in a great American city, where under the cold, glaring lights will pass before us the innocent, the vagrant, the thief, the murderer. This is The Lineup.
You think you catch him, Lieutenant? Maybe you got him now.
Maybe, but we'll need your help, Mr. Reducci.
You got my help, all of my help. I've been a night watchman 20 years. Now I can help with the police, making me proud.
Sure. Just sit here.
Thank you. You know, I thought it was a bundle he was carrying. A big bundle. That's a joke, no, Lieutenant?
Yeah.
A joke, man. It's not funny. This bundle the man carried down the fire escape, she was a dead girl. Maybe I should run after him.
You called the police. That was the right thing.
Down the fire escape. Then he put her on the pavement and I walk away. Just like that. The girl, she was a strangler, huh, Lieutenant?
That's right.
Strangle. If I run after him, maybe I catch him.
You might have, Mr. Reduci.
May I have your attention, please?
Me, Reduci, a man who almost caught a murder.
In the audience room, may I have your attention, please? Thank you. My name is Greb, Sergeant Matt Greb. I'll explain the lineup to you. Each of the suspects you will see will be numbered. I'll call off a number, their name and charge. If you have any questions or identifications, please remember the number assigned to the prisoner as I call his name. At the end of each line, when I ask for questions or identifications, call out the number. If you're sure or not too sure of the suspect, have him held. The officers who took your name will assist you. They're seated among you. Please be prompt with your questions or identifications.
This man, the killer, when do they bring him out?
In a minute, Mr. Reduci.
And dressed back into their jail clothes. It makes it quite difficult to bring them back after they leave here. The questions I ask these suspects are merely to get a natural tone of voice, so do not pay too much attention to their answers as they often lie. Bring on the line. All right, boys, all right, this way. Pick it up. Pick it up. The first man walk to the end of the stage. Take your place. The others follow. That's far enough. Now turn and face front. You, the second man, don't look up at the ceiling. Look out at the people so they can see you. That's right. All right, number 1, Finney Russell, assault. Where do you live, Finney?
Same place, down by the fish market.
You hit a man this morning, knocked him out.
That's right.
Why did you hit him, Finney?
Oh, he said a bad thing about me.
Is that all?
Oh, he tried to sell me a rotten fish.
What did you hit him with?
Oh, everything.
What's everything?
A rubber boot and a bucket, I think.
Number 2, Harold Dodge, theft. Where you from, Harold?
The East.
Where in the East?
The only place in the East, Boston.
Don't tell me, Harold. Tell the people out there.
Boston.
Ever been arrested before?
A few times.
How often? 5, 10, 100?
7.
Speak louder. How many times were you arrested?
7.
Where were you arrested this time?
In a phone booth. I was calling my girl.
The arresting officer said you were breaking open the coin box.
I was trying to get my nickel back. The call was hardly worth it.
Number 3, Warren Fuller, vagrancy. Where do you live, Warren?
Flop house.
Which flop house?
I don't play no favorites. Sun goes down, there's always a flop house.
What kind of work do you do, Warren?
Work?
All right. What do you do all day?
All that. Sit in the park, take a walk up Broadway.
Ever think about getting a job?
I've thought about it.
Have you tried?
Sure, I tried.
When did you try, Warren?
1933. Didn't work out.
Number 4, Charlie Bond, open charge. Where do you live, Charlie?
I'm not answering any questions.
What's that? I didn't hear you.
I said I'm not answering any questions.
Okay, make it tough for yourself.
I don't feel good. I'm sick.
You'll feel worse if you don't answer the questions. Where do you live?
Rainbow Apartments.
At the apartment house across the street from the Realty Building?
How do I know? I don't know.
You ever been arrested before, Charlie?
No.
Mr.
What do
Reducey?
you do for a living?
I don't know.
Come on, speak up.
I just can't say.
You're not sure?
Well, you see, Lieutenant,
Any
he
questions
was
or
a walker.
identifications?
I see. Sergeant Graham.
Yes, Lieutenant.
Number 4, have him walk back and forth across the stage.
Yes, sir. That's you, Charlie. Walk. Over to the end of the stage and back.
I don't feel like walking.
Walk!
Now, Mr. Reducy?
Yeah.
That the man?
What? I think so, maybe.
Sergeant?
Yes?
Hold number 4 for interrogation.
I don't feel good, Lieutenant. You'll get a doctor.
After we talk, Charlie. After you tell me about last night.
You don't want to get a police doctor? Let me phone. I'll get my own doctor.
Last night, where were you?
All night? You want to know about all night?
Uh-huh.
Well, I was in my apartment. Whole night. The day before, I was sick.
The night watchman in the Realty Building said he saw you carry the body of a girl down the fire escape. You left the body on the pavement and walked away.
My kidneys must be my kidneys the way it hurts.
The watchman said?
Well, he's a liar. Wasn't me.
Who was it?
How do I know? You get paid to find out such things.
Those scratches on your face, Charlie. How did you get them?
I don't know. Maybe I cut myself, shaving.
They're long scratches. The kind a girl's fingernails would make.
Ben.
Yeah, Matt, come on in.
The morgue called. They got a girl down there who thinks she can identify the body.
Uh-huh. Well, take Charlie back to his cell. I'll meet you down at the morgue.
Over here, Ben.
This is Laura Phillips. She works in the dance hall over near 15th Street.
Lieutenant, I hope you won't think... I mean, this is the first time
We understand, Miss Phillips. You think it might be someone you know.
My roommate. I know, it's silly, but Well, Edna left the dance hall in such a hurry last night, and she didn't come home.
Sure. I understand, Miss Phillips. All right, Matt.
Edna. Edna! You must think I'm awful, Mr. Guthrie, getting upset like that, but when I saw Edna...
Now, that's all right, Miss Phillips. Feel well enough to answer a few questions?
Could I have a glass of water, please?
Matt, get her a glass of water.
Yes, sure.
Your roommate, what was her full name? Edna what?
Edna Hawley. We've been rooming together about 2 years. Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
And, we both worked at the Silver Swan dance hall.
I see. You know anybody who would want to kill her?
Oh, no. Edna was... Well, she was a little wild, but she was all right. Everybody liked her.
What about last night at the dance hall? Did she have an argument?
Edna never had arguments, Mr. Guthrie. She was sweet. Sweetest person I've ever known.
Miss Phillips, does the name Charlie Bond mean anything to you?
Charlie Bond? No.
Matt, hand me those mugshots of Charlie, left-hand drawer.
Here you are, Ben.
Right. Ever see this man before, Miss Phillips?
Maybe. He looks familiar.
Try the profile. Here.
He looks so familiar, I think.
Take your time.
Yes, I've seen him, Mr. Guthrie. I'm sure I've seen him at the dance hall.
Last night?
No, it must have been about a month ago, maybe 2. He came in every night for about a week.
Have you seen him since then?
Not once. Did this man kill Edna?
That's something we have to find out.
Poor Edna. She was so sweet.
Did she have any relatives here in town or somewhere else?
No, I don't think so. Her mother and father are dead. She had a brother, but he was killed in the war. Oh, I just remembered. Hawley was Edna's married name. She only talked about her husband once, a long time ago. That's why I almost forgot it.
She never saw him?
Well, he lives in town, but they were separated.
Any idea of his first name?
Albert or Alfred or something like that. I believe she said he was some kind of an artist, a painter, I think. I'm not sure.
Well, all right, Miss Phillips. Thanks for your help.
That's all? You don't want to ask me?
Not now. I'll have somebody drive you home. Matt.
Yeah, Ben?
Set up a tracer on Edna Hawley's husband.
Come in, it's open.
You're Alfred Hawley?
Who are you?
Police, Lieutenant Guthrie.
Sit down. Oh, just dump those canvases on the floor.
I want to ask you some questions.
About what?
You were married to Edna Hawley?
I still am.
When'd you last see your wife?
3-4 years ago. I forget. I forget because I don't want to remember. You hear about support money?
No.
Well, that's good, because I don't have support money for her or me. Edna in trouble?
She's dead.
Would you hand me that brush, the big one? Thanks.
I said your wife is dead. Murdered.
She probably deserved it.
It doesn't bother you?
Makes me happy. She hated me and I hated her. We let it go at that.
Did you hate her enough to kill her?
More than enough.
Where were you last night?
Tell me, Lieutenant. How was Edna killed?
Strangled. In the Rainbow Apartments. Body was carried down the fire escape, left on the sidewalk. You didn't answer my question. About where you were last night.
No, I didn't.
Well? What's so funny?
You think I killed Edna? Carried her body down a fire escape?
Maybe. Can you convince me you didn't?
Oh. Come on, Lieutenant. Want me to show you to the door?
We're not through talking.
Yes, we are.
You'd better come along to headquarters.
Certainly. Anytime.
Well, come on.
Sure. Would you mind handing me those crutches, Lieutenant? I can't walk a step without them.
CBS brings you 2 one-hour programs every Friday evening. One designed for relaxation and thorough enjoyment. The other intended to give you a listening post on what's been happening in the world the past 7 days. Friday nights on CBS brings you Songs for Sale with Jan Murray and Hear It Now with Edward R. Murrow, an hour recapitulation of the news of the past week. Political, frontline, sports, entertainment. Songs for Sale and Hear It Now are broadcast every Friday on most of these same CBS stations.
Oh, man.
Oh, I've been waiting for you, Ben. How'd you make out with Edna Hawley's husband?
He's a cripple. Couldn't possibly have carried it down the fire escape. What'd you get?
Charlie Bond. He said he wasn't out of his apartment all last night. Well, he's lying, Ben. The man who runs a newspaper stand 3 blocks from the apartment house said Charlie bought a paper from him last night around 11.
Is he sure?
He's sure. Charlie's a regular customer. I'll go get Charlie.
Could you, Lieutenant, do me a favor, will you?
What?
Stop making that chair squeak. It's on my nerve.
You'll get used to it, Charlie.
I feel sicker than I did this morning. Makes my nerves jumpy.
Charlie, we found out who the dead girl was.
You did?
Edna Hawley. She worked in a dance hall called the Silver Swan.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Ever been in the Silver Swan, Charlie?
The lieutenant asked you a question, Charlie. Were you ever at the Silver Swan?
Maybe. I'm a sick man. I can't sleep nights. I go lots of places.
Why did you kill her?
Kill who?
Edna Hawley. You strangled her. Why?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Last night you brought Edna to your apartment, then you killed her. Why, Charlie?
You're crazy. I wasn't out of my apartment.
We know you were out last night.
How do you know? You don't know.
You bought a newspaper. 11 o'clock. Did you forget, Charlie?
Yeah, I forgot. All right, so I went out for a paper. Why are you looking at me like that?
Nothing, Charlie. Nothing at all.
Went out for a paper. It was only a couple of minutes. You can't prove anything from that.
When'd you meet Edna? After you bought the paper?
I didn't meet this Edna. I don't even know her. When are you going to let me go?
There's no hurry.
Have to let me go soon, Lieutenant, because you haven't got a thing on me.
Give him to Asher, man.
Why are you taking me?
Back to your cell. Come on, Charlie.
You better let me go soon. I gotta see my doctor. I can't kill him.
Take him upstairs again, Bill. You think the same way I do, don't you, Ben?
How's that?
Charlie's our man. He killed Edna Hawley.
I think so, but I can't prove it.
We might make him crack. I doubt it, though.
We'll try.
It won't be easy. We need a witness, Ben. Somebody who saw Charlie Bond and Edna Hawley together last night.
All right. We'll make our own witness.
Huh?
Policewoman. We'll find a policewoman who looks like a dance hall hostess. Here we are, Nora.
Is Charlie Bond already in the visitor's room?
No, he'll be brought in. You understand what you're supposed to do now?
Yes, sir.
Just remember what I told you. We'll be listening in the next room. Good luck, Nora.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
All set up, man?
All set up and working. Grab a chair, Ben.
All right. Turn it up a little, huh?
Right. You think Charlie will go for her story?
It's a chance.
I don't know, Ben. Nora being new and...
Matt.
Yeah. That must be him now.
Told me I had a visitor.
Hello, Charlie.
Who are you?
I've got something to tell you.
I don't know you.
I work at the Silver Swan Dance Hall.
What's that got to do with me?
I know you, Charlie. I've got something to tell you. Something about Edna Hawley.
I don't know anything about her. I'm going back to my cell.
Okay, if you don't want to hear.
Yeah, what? What about Edna Hawley?
I'll make it short. I saw you meet her last night.
You're crazy.
Okay, I'm crazy. But I saw you.
You're so smart. Why don't you tell the cops? What do you want?
Money?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Money to keep quiet. $500.
You can't blackmail me. I never saw this Edna Hawley.
All right. We'll leave it like
that. You can't prove I met her. Because I didn't.
I said we'd leave it like that. The cops will let you go before long.
Yeah, they'll have to let me go.
You know where I work, Charlie. See you soon?
You won't see me.
I'll wait a week.
Wait a month. I don't care.
A week. That's how long I'll wait. 1 week.
Time's up, Charlie.
So long, Charlie. Like I said, see you soon.
Turn it off, man.
Well, she did a good job.
Yeah.
I think he'll bite hard.
Maybe. We'll let him think it over a while.
When do we release him, tonight?
First thing in the morning. Tonight we've got work to do.
Work?
Well, we have to rent a room for Nora near the Silver Swan. And you know how hard it is to rent rooms these days.
Morning, Ben.
Morning, Matt. Did you release Charlie?
Yeah, just signed him out. Very unfriendly person, Charlie.
Who's tailing him?
Pearson and Doherty. Well, what about tonight?
I called the manager of the Silver Swan. He's briefing Nora now. How many men did you get us?
9, counting Pearson and Doherty. Tell me how you want them staked out.
Well, 6 in the dance hall, 1 on the dictaphone in the room next to Nora's.
Check. Now what about us?
We'll be outside the Silver Swan.
What? Outside?
Uh-huh. What about it?
Well, it's freezing outside, Ben. Don't we ever get an inside job? What time is it, Ben?
1:55.
Ooh, I wish they'd close these dance halls earlier. That wind's going right through me.
Yeah, me too.
Doesn't look like Charlie's going to show.
Matt, crossing the street.
Where?
End of the block.
Yeah, I see him now.
Keep back in the shadow. Oh, never mind. He's going the other way.
Kind of looked like him.
Uh-huh. But I don't see Doherty. I guess we were wrong.
I wonder when he'll show.
He's got a week to make up his mind.
Well, I hope the weather gets warmer.
It feels like snow.
Oh, snow.
Yeah, what's wrong with snow? Pretty. The music stopped. Nora should be out in a minute.
I could use some coffee.
Yeah, coffee sounds good.
I haven't been this cold since I was pounding a beat.
Get used to it. We'll be here tomorrow night, too.
Looks like you're right. Uh-oh. There's Nora, Ben, coming out the side door.
We'll give her a few seconds start before we follow.
That's not far to my place, Ben. We'll tail Nora home and then go have coffee, huh? Here we are, Ben.
Oh, Dryer?
Oh, evening, Lieutenant. Boy, do you two look cold.
Well, maybe it's because we are.
Anything to report?
You can hear Nora now. She just came in.
Yeah, we followed her. Switch on the two-way, will you, Dryer?
Mm-hmm.
Everything all right, Nora?
Yes, sir, but no Charlie Bond.
We'll try again tomorrow night.
All right, Lieutenant.
Stay in your room during the day. Be in the dance hall at the usual time.
Gee, I hope he shows up soon. My feet are starting to hurt.
2:00. I'm Ben.
Uh-huh. Well, looks like another dry run.
I wonder why he doesn't show.
Doherty says he sticks pretty close to his apartment.
It's not so cold tonight.
I think it's gonna snow.
You said that's the first night.
I still think so.
Ben, maybe we ought to try something else.
Like what?
Pick Charlie up again. Keep him locked up until he cracks.
You know that wouldn't work, man.
Yeah. I guess not.
Give it time. We got 4 more nights.
Yeah. Coming over for coffee afterwards?
We ought to go to my place tonight.
Well, mine's close. There's Nora.
Uh-huh. Oh, wait, man. Not yet.
What's the matter?
That alley there, where the street lights burned out.
I don't see anything.
He ducked behind the building.
Charlie?
Well, I don't know. There.
Yeah. It's Charlie. What do you know? He's letting Nora walk right by.
I thought he would.
In her room, huh?
If we're lucky. But wait till he starts to follow.
Ben?
All right, man. Let's go.
Charlie's not following her in, Ben. Just standing on the other side of the street, watching.
Yeah, he's waiting.
Waiting for what?
To find out which room's Nora's.
He should know now. She just turned on the light. We go up now, Ben?
Yeah, the back way. Come on.
We've been up here a long time, Ben. Maybe he won't come up.
He'll come.
Well, Nora must... Shh. Ben.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Charlie Bond.
Just a minute.
Turn it up, Dryer.
Well, you took your time getting here.
Yeah, I had to think about it.
I thought maybe you wouldn't come.
You said I had a week. I'm here now.
Did you bring the money, Charlie?
Money? For what?
For me. So I'll keep quiet.
I haven't got any money.
Don't stall, Charlie. I want $500.
Suppose I don't pay.
I'll go to the cops. Tell them I saw you with Edna Hawley.
I've got a better idea.
Better than money.
Yeah. This.
Charlie!
Let's go.
Well, I'll be...
Lieutenant!
What?
Ben, look at Charlie. He sounds like a fish.
He was going to... I threw him the way they taught us.
Nora, what's the matter?
He was going to kill me.
Nora!
Man.
No. How about that? She slugs the killer, then passes out. What is it with women, Ben?
The lineup, where before you pass the innocent, the vagrant, the thief, the murderer. Listen again next week when we again bring you The Lineup.
May I have your attention, please? You people out there on the other side of the wire in the audience room, may I have your attention, please? Thank you. My name is Greb, Sergeant Matt Greb. I'll explain the lineup to you. Each of the suspects you will see will be numbered. I'll call off a number, their name and charge. If you have any questions or identifications, please remember the number assigned to the prisoner as I call his name. At the end of each line, when I ask for questions or identification, call out the number.
The Lineup, starring Bill Johnstone as Lieutenant Ben Guthrie and Wally Mayer as Sergeant Matt Greb, was written by Charles E. Israel with music by Eddie Dunstetter. Featured in tonight's cast were Jay Novello, Junius Matthews, Sidney Miller, Pat McGeehan, John McIntyre, Mary Jane Croft, and Sammy Hill. The Lineup is produced and directed by Jaime Del Valle. Beginning next Tuesday, The Lineup will be heard at the same time on most of these stations on Tuesday evenings. The Lineup joins Mystery Theater, Mr. and Mrs. North, Luigi and Ralph Edwards as a Tuesday feature on CBS. Be listening for The Lineup at the same time on Tuesdays, beginning next Tuesday, February 27th. Now stay tuned for a special program in observance of Brotherhood Week, which follows on many of these same CBS stations. Dan Cubberly speaking. This is CBS, where Edward R. Murrow and Hear It Now come to you Friday evenings. The Columbia Broadcasting System.
Welcome back. Well, not as positive portrayal of women in law enforcement as policewoman, but still not too bad. And this definitely showed some stick-to-itiveness on the part of the officers. And really, they staked a lot on what they were told from the witness in the lineup. Really, going to extreme measures and taking some pretty big chances in terms of their own credibility and just the number of man-hours that was being put into this project. Well, now we do turn to listener comments and feedback, and this one comes regarding episode from a couple weeks ago, episode 908, the senile slugging case. And David comments regarding the title of this episode. It's worth noting that the word senile originally meant elderly without any connotation of mentally infirm. I'm not sure when it picked up its modern meaning, but it's possible it may not have sounded as weird to the ears of 1950 as it does today. Well, thanks so much for that perspective, David. It's truly appreciated. Well, that will do it for today. We will be back on Monday with yours truly, Johnny Dollar. And then join us back here next Saturday for the lineup. In the meantime, send your comments to box13 at greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives. And become one of our friends on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Detectives. From Boise, Idaho, though, this is your host, Adam Graham, signing off.